Yo, Ricky, we can't hear you. There we go.
Thing didn't unmute. Hello there, everybody. It's a time again for the weekly RFK Tech USA live stream. And we got Caleb in the house. What's up, Caleb?
Yo, what up?
It's that time again. Another weekly live stream. What kind of good stuff we got going on tonight? Some good stuff.
Satellite talk. Yeah,
satellite talk. Yeah, we got to talk a little bit about the birds in the sky. Eh?
Yeah, the birds that we don't think are watching us are gonna now and very impactfully impact our lives. We got
That's right.
We got new companies and wanting to provide satellite connectivity to our phones and make sure our phones are working. This is going to be in the near future, hopefully very ubiquitous, right? We have Android 14 that's going to support satellite connectivity. So,
yeah,
all the big players, Google, Apple, AST Mobile, and Starlink and the Global Star are all getting in on this, right? And it's going to be more players, right? So this is going to be a great
right.
A great
competition's
time.
Great.
Yeah, this is going to be a great time and for the mobile satellite industry, right? So it's no longer going to be using your phone. You're going to be using your phone and a satellite. So cool.
That's right, because putting a cell site every part of the United States is almost impossible because there's no return on investment. And you don't get your money back. So they're not going to put a $3 million site up only not to get their money back. So they're not going to do that. So they have to come up with a different approach. And of course, technology is leading the way there. So let's see who's in here for tonight so far. Who do we got? Well, first we want to thank the channel supporters. That's the most important thing, the channel supporters. We got Steven Smith, Alternate Reality, Pinocchio even chipped in some money. Wow. Pete Fox, MS, Jose, Chanel 8080 Life, and Jason D, and Kazi, and Zero Cool even chipped in $1. Yeah. Thank you all for your support. And of course, we got the channel members. Can't forget about the channel members. Let me get rid of this banner. Yeah, get that out of the way. All right, let's see who's in here. We got Jason D's number 1. He's the early bird special. Good evening. What's your view of the iPhone 14? Oh, snap. They did have to go there, right? Oh, shit. Oh, already asking about the iPhone 14. You guys know I don't like iPhones. What do I call them? Rotten apples? Yeah, I do. Well, I don't know. I think if it's good for you, it's good for you. If it's not good for you, it ain't good for you. And I know it ain't good for me, so it ain't good for me. So. But I'll do that here in a little bit. I'll talk about later on here. We'll talk about the specs on it, and I'll give you my opinion on the specs, and we'll go from there. We'll go from like the 13 to 14, and we'll talk about the differences, and we'll try to. See, there's a whole bunch of people that's already talked about it a lot too. So, but I'm not going to be getting it. I'm pretty happy with my S22 Ultra. Borgranta 61103 is here, and MS is here. Yeah, I got the limitation on here, the chat. What do you call it? Oh, you have to be a subscriber. I got that turned on for 2 hours. So if you listen to me for 2 hours, you can say something. I did have it on for a week, but people are complaining. It's like, oh, well, I couldn't talk to you. And it's like, well, I don't understand why people subscribe to me and then unsubscribe. But I don't know. I can never figure that one out. Maybe they got too many people subscribed. Maybe that's what it is. But TJ's here. And we got, we're rocking with Verizon colors tonight there. Look at here. I picked the Verizon colors. Okay, Collective Rob, he's here. Good evening. Ryan Vandy's here. My iPhone question was inevitable. That's That's true. I mean, this is a tech channel, right? I knew it had to be coming eventually, but kind of caught me off guard because I didn't know how to respond to it. It's like, well, I really haven't did a deep dive on the phone, but maybe we'll do that here in a little bit. Jason D says, I prefer Android. Yeah, well, me too. I mean, there is some pros with Apple and there's some cons with Apple. So it just depends on which pros and cons are more important to you and everything. So that's for sure. All right, so we got 15 people. Wow, only 15 people in here? There must be another live stream going on somewhere right now. Sneeds is over with, I think, right? He was supposed to be over by 9:30.
Yeah.
I didn't even look to see if anybody else is on right now. Nope, there's nobody else on. Maybe just everybody's just busy. I mean, it's a pretty fall day, nice and cool. Got to get out there and get your chores done before the snow flies. Ain't that crazy? I can't wait for winter. I am so ready. It is so humid and hot down here. Yeah, we got thunderstorms rolling out there right now. So I'm seeing a little bit of lightning on the camera.
Yeah, there was some up here too earlier. I definitely.
We're supposed to have a couple inches tonight of rain.
Yeah, yep, that's right. Yep.
All right. Yeah, so according to the podcast last week, it's gotten over 300 views already. And that's real views. That's not Pinocchio views, when he buys me views and stuff. Well, he doesn't understand. He makes me money when he does that. So I think I'm up to $200 on my revenue right now. The AdSense says that I got $151 coming. But that's all the monetization for the last 3 months. So that's not just 1 month. That's like 150. And of course, Pinocchio's saying, oh, he don't make any money. Oh, he doesn't do any good content. It's like, oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Lips are flapping, and it's nothing but lies, 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 and the nose keeps getting longer and longer and longer.
I think I'm going to make some coffee real quick, man. You talking to me?
Yeah, you better make some coffee. This may be a 4-hour live stream. You never know. know. Like the podcast is 4 hours. It's like, damn, everybody listened to me for 4 hours? That's crazy. All right, yeah, we'll see who else comes in here. Guys ain't very chatty tonight. Let's see here. What other news can we talk about? Oh, let's just do this. Oh, well. We can start this off. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's check out Verizon. Let's see what happens. The whole country. Isn't it just amazing how much, footprints done? I mean, that's hard to believe that 47% of the people live. Well, this is kind of exaggerated. I mean, there's some areas in here that there's no people, but it says there's coverage there. So I don't know. I don't think this thing is completely 100% accurate. It's a little bit overstated. So, because there's some areas out here I'm sure there's no people living in. I bet you go out in this county right here in Kansas right here, and I bet there's not even a house here. Let's see. Well, there's a road. Well, there's actually people living in that area. Okay. But when you look at the map, it just doesn't look like 47%. When you look at all this populated area, and Verizon only covers 71% of the population. So, there's some more thunder. You guys might hear across the microphone instead of the soundboard. Well, hopefully you don't hear a real one hit the house here. That would be crazy. All right, let's see here. I don't think there's anything new on the map. It pretty much looks like last week. I think they're only updating every couple weeks, or maybe every week.
Yeah, it's good to check. I usually try to check monthly. That's usually what the frequency is actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
there you
man.
go.
You hear this Brazilian coffee brewing?
I don't. Oh, you got some good coffee, eh?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. Oh, we got Chuck Luke in here. Good evening to you. Do they show partner coverage on it? They don't. Well, they don't need no partner coverage. Actually, Verizon's the partner coverage for everybody else. there's no
Right.
partner coverage on here. I mean, pretty much wherever Verizon is, there's nobody else is, you know. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so let's talk about this. AST Space Mobile, that's the name of the company here. Let's check this out. This is going to be the direct competition to supposedly Starlink's attempt to help T-Mobile with their crippled network. Did I say that? It's like,
Who said that?
who said that? Who said that? It's pretty crazy. I got some, I got an evil laugh here too. Here we go. There you go. That's Neville the Pebble laughing when he says he's got more 5G than anybody else. There you go. Man, it must be a busy night for everybody. There's only 15 people on tonight. There must be a good TV show or like some kind of game on that tonight because everybody's tuned into that maybe. All right, the first space-based cellular broadband network for phones. Now, putting that word broadband in there, what do you think about that? What do you think, Caleb? Do you think that word should be in there?
Yeah.
Broadband network? I mean...
to me, it depends on the definition. Like, you know, I remember the
what is the definition of broadband?
The FCC definition back in the day was 25 megabytes on the down. Now it's like 100 megabytes.
Yeah.
Now, Starlink itself, that can do 100 megabytes, just, the internet, right? But it's a little bit different mix of trying to do that from a phone to a satellite. Why? Because you have to have different antennas, different, satellite to RF configurations. There's different frequencies involved in S-band, right? So,
it says here they're going to fill the coverage gaps for 5 billion people around the planet. What do you think of that? It ain't just USA. This is a global effort.
Yeah, it's ambitious. I think it's good that they. I do like. I do like ambitious companies as long as they deliver. I don't like companies that are ambitious but can't deliver, right? So.
Kind of like T-Mobile. Got a quick jab in there.
I prefer, I'm really excited to see AST Mobile. Their Blue Walker 3 satellite looks very promising.
Yeah, it's up there. It just took off.
Yeah,
just a few days ago.
Yeah,
and so far everything's good. They're getting ready to open up the solar panel combination antenna panel.
That's right.
Coming up.
Yeah, I do want like other satellite companies to be involved, more and more involved, like Blue Origin, more like Global Star. I want them to be more proactive. I think I do see more satellite companies getting on board. I think by 2025, I think we're going to have a huge pinnacle in the wireless industry. And the reason why I say that is because with the 5G, all the carriers will have a 5G standalone core by 2025. Now, that core, the reason why satellite communications can work with that core is because it's so ubiquitous, and it's just you can give a slice.
Ooh, fancy words.
You can do network slicing.
You sound like the cable guy now.
You can do network slicing. Not just that, right. You can dedicate part of the core itself, right?
Oh yeah.
Using Open RAN software, using to satellite, and that's the cool part. That's something that the 4G core cannot do today. Okay, your 4G LTE core cannot do it, right? So, I see this as a joining or a merger, if you will, of technologies: mobile, core, and satellite, right?
Yep.
So to me, this is a very. I wanted this. I mean, I dreamt of this back in. Ever since I had looked up at the sky, right? So
Oh,
this is
yeah. I've
good.
been following this.
Yeah.
I mentioned this on one of my live streams a long time ago when the concept was coming out. So, like last year.
Yeah. So this is great news.
And you see it actually happen.
Yeah. One of my pet peeves is dead zones, right? So I hope to that, in the future, we won't have any dead zones. Can you imagine of having that reality come true, right? So,
oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that would make me very happy. So, but
yeah. Well, the company name, of course, here is AST Space Mobile. That's the company's name. Now, the satellite that he's put up is named Blue Walker 3. So I don't know how that name come to pass. I didn't dive it.
What happened to Blue Walker 1 and 2?
Yeah. So I don't know where that. We'll have to look and see. Maybe they mentioned it in here, maybe not. But the test satellite successfully launched with the Falcon 9 with Starlink, or with SpaceX. So it went up September 10th, just like a few days ago. I actually watched the launch from down here. I actually saw the rocket go up. You can see it at nighttime. You can see it. It was really pretty cool. So it went up. It says it's on course for securely circling the Earth, and it's thermally stable, communicating directly with ground stations, and global. It's operating from the 3 global mission controls. So they have 3 mission controls that's controlling this thing. You got one in Maryland, Colorado, and Australia. So from them 3 points, they're able to communicate it. Of course, when it's on the other side of the Earth, you need somebody else to be able to be in range of it. So with those 3 points 2 points in U.S. and 1 in Australia, that helps watch the cover or connect to it and communicate to it while it's on the other side of the Earth. So that was a pretty smart idea to do that. And then let's see here. So yeah, it went off pad 39A. Let's see. Oh, the partners. Oh, here's the key partners. Vodafone. Everybody knows who Vodafone is, right? Vodafone is German cell phone company, I think. And Nokia. So those 2 companies are involved with it.
Vodafone's actually the UK. They're actually a British.
Is that UK?
British telephone company. Yeah.
Oh, that's UK. Okay. All right. So this is a major achievement in our mission to connect the unconnected has been accomplished. Now, I hope this mission is better than Elon's mission, because Starlink has failed us. Because he said the same shit. Remember that? Elon said the same shit. The mission is to connect the unconnected, right? Well, poor Chase is sitting up there in Ohio. He still don't have no broadband. He's still rocking with that junky ass HughesNet shit with 2,000 ping. And if you use 35 gigs in a month, then they shut you down, throttle you down to even less. So he's still sitting there, and he still don't. I don't know how many subscribers he got now. What, 400,000 subscribers Starlink has now? Almost 500,000, almost 500,000, and Chase ain't one of them, and he's the one that needs it the most. So basically, Elon has changed gears. He is now using Starlink as a cash cow. So, and he's just trying to get people to hurt the cable companies and everybody else. So he's taken the customers that are paying on all that other stuff. So it's about the cash. He already gave up on a part. He doesn't care about taking care of the people, because most of the underserved people in the rural areas are poor anyways, and they can't even afford $110 a month. So a lot of people can't afford it. So that's when he opened it up to everybody. He's like, oh, okay, well, if you live in an urban metropolitan area, yeah, we'll sell you service. But the only bad thing is it's taking data and broadband from the people that out in the countryside. So if you got a city next to a rural area, those city people are using all that bandwidth, and it doesn't leave much for. So it's actually watering this stuff down and be almost like HughesNet. It's almost doing that. So that's kind of like not helping things. So it says here, we're working hard to ensure that no one becomes second-class citizen, regardless of where they live or work, because of their lack of access to cellular broadband. See there? I really hope this mission is going to happen, and they're not lying and blowing smoke up our asses.
Yeah, I think that's an important statement. When you make a statement like that, that's kind of means business that you are willing to connect, the whole world to connectivity for
Absolutely.
mobile satellite.
Yep. Yeah, so I think that's important. So at least they made that statement. Well, let's see if they do make it happen. It says, Space Mobile has a portfolio of more than 2,400 patents and patent pending claims. So that's pretty good that they got the patents to some of this stuff already. So that's good. And they already have understandings and agreements with 25 mobile network operators around the world. So here's some of the companies here: Vodafone, Rakuten. You know where Rakuten is? That's I'm probably saying that wrong. It's probably Rakuten or something like that. I don't know. That's Japan, right?
Yeah, it is. They're Japanese.
I think that's Japan. Okay, then AT&T, yeah. Orange. I think Orange is in UK too, right?
It is, yeah.
You got Vodafone, Orange, and EE, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah.
That's why this is RFK Tech USA. I really don't know what's going on in the rest of the world too much, but I do hear what goes on a little bit. So I'm not a specialist with other countries. So, all right. So then we got. They're continuing preparations for the assembly production of the next phase of satellites are going to be called Bluebirds. So there's a facility in Texas, and they're building Bluebirds in Texas. How's that? Isn't that crazy? They're building Bluebirds in Texas. That just sounds funny, don't it? Once Blue Walker 3 is operational following in-orbit testing and configuration, testing is planned with the mobile network operators and equipment providers on 6 inhabited continents. Oh, well, how's that? 6 continents, man. And this is going to be over the oceans, too. Because I guess if you're on a ship and you hold your cell phone up, you'll be able to make a text message. Now, I don't know how stable the phone calls will be in the beginning, but the first goal of this is to make sure you have at least some kind of data connection so that you can at least open up a web page, even if it takes you a couple minutes, and then be able to send a text message. So, that's the right. Early that's the most important thing is having emergency communications. Of course, like what Elon and Mikey Poo and Neville Poo says on on their little powwow they had.
Yeah, I want to make a point that AST Space Mobile actually signed a 5-year deal with Nokia, and the Nokia is actually one that's actually providing the system on the chips and the radios, right?
Oh yeah.
For yes, yep.
Okay.
If you want, I can. I'll send you that link here. So basically, in partnership, they are, developing the radios and communications for AST Mobile. Yeah. Let me do this here. You can actually.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. You can put that on the screen if you want after. Who knows Nokia radios best, right?
Right. Exactly.
I do for one.
Okay, look here. Nokia radio technology to enable AST Space Mobile's direct cell. Okay, this is good. Nokia wins 5-year global 4G and 5G deal from AST Space Mobile. Nice. They plan to bring cellular connectivity directly to 4G, 5G devices via low Earth orbiting satellites. Yeah. Okay, so we got. Let's see here.
So in a nutshell, let me tell everybody why this is important. So,
okay,
Nokia is very masterful at working with mid-band frequencies. Okay, so with the S-band, the 2 gigahertz frequencies that they're going to be using, that is going to enable the prime RF configuration work spectrums and what we call spatial RF layering from the satellite to your phone, right? So this is Nokia getting involved in a 5-year deal. Is just is absolutely amazing. So
yeah, this is good. Mm-hmm. Some people are not too keen on Nokia, but hey, they try. Collector Rob says, do you think AT&T will ever include millimeter wave, N77 low and high difference on their map like Verizon, T-Mobile. I know it just says 5G, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately it says fake 5G. That's right. Fake 5G. You know what I think about fake 5G? There you go. That's what I think about it. Yeah, I don't understand what AT&T's thing is. I mean, pretty much they're doing what Skunky Poo did, you know? They're doing the same thing Skunky Poo did. You put all that magenta all over the map and say, oh, look, we got nationwide 5G, and it's fake 5G. So, but at least T-Mobile like overlaid it with the band 41. So at least they did that. But of course, even that overlay is kind of like lie. It's like not that good. But well, hopefully with this auction and get all that stuff deployed and to go out and re-optimize the towers. But it's going to be a lengthy process because they laid off a bunch of engineers. So I don't know. So I think Skunky's probably 5 years away from even catching up to everybody else. That's what I think. Oh. So true, they do have spots though. Hello, Chain Fried. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, that's not true. Verizon uses AT&T for partner coverage, but it's shown on the map as no coverage. Oh, really?
I hope everybody works together on this satellite stuff because I think.
Oh yeah, me too.
I want everybody to come together.
Yeah, it's a team effort. Yeah, we got to do a team effort for sure. All right. Earlier, you mentioned the issue of the X60 modem couldn't carry aggregate the lower and upper bands of the C-band channel. The spacing was too low.
Yeah, that's correct. So basically, the X60 modem was only allowed for like 60 megahertz because you can only do 200 megahertz of channel bandwidth versus the X65, which allowed for 84 megahertz of channel spacing. Then you can do 300 megahertz of channel bandwidth. So that's why you couldn't carry ag your lower and your upper bands with the X60 modem.
Yeah.
Because the channel spacing is, again, too low. It wasn't enough bandwidth to do it.
That's the problem with the carrier aggregation. So, but tech has come a long way. So,
my advice: just wait till next year. I would skip the iPhone 14 and and get the S23 and the iPhone 15. That's what I would do. That's my professional.
Especially if what you have now is working good for you. If it's working good. And you can weather the storm with it. Now, if there's other kind of features that you got to have or upgrades you need to do, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But one good thing about it is the trade-in value is good. So, I mean, at least if you trade in something, you get to 14, then you trade it in, and then you get to 15. So, but if you're going to just pay outright cash for a brand new phone right now, I would wait. Unless you're getting the 22, which already has the 65 modem in it. So, for sure. Couldn't carriers have set it up to where you can connect either 3.7 or 3.4 depending on which is available in your area rather than only capable of connecting to 3.7? Well, the trouble is all the phones can connect to 3.7. It's the 3.4 is the problem because of the way the FCC did the ban,
it's not a don't look at it like a either or. Look at it like as a yes or a no type of deal.
Yeah. So that's completely crazy what happened with the FCC and N77. So it's crazy. And 48 in the middle of 77 was the dumbest thing that they ever did. So unfortunately, we just have to weather through this and wait until shit happens and technology gets better. So it just really sucks. If you're with AT&T right now, then if you need the fastest speeds and you want all the bandwidth and you want to be able to connect to everything, then yeah, you definitely have to have the latest modem so you can do that, the very newest phone. But if you're with Verizon, you could actually with Verizon you could rock with the X55 modem, right? Zero cool. So if you have an X55 modem,
X55, I mean, yeah,
if you have an X55 modem in a Verizon phone, okay, when Verizon gets 200 megahertz of that spectrum up on N77, I think the X55 can only do one carrier ag on mid-band 5G, or is it two?
I'm trying to. I don't remember the specs off the top of my head, but you would have to look at the if you want to pull that up, look at the X55 modem millimeter wave bandwidth, and if it's 200 or higher, then that'll work. That's how you tell. But that's just the bandwidth. That's just so all that is.
Yeah,
is the phone saying,
it's about the carrier aggregation too, because N77's in 100 channels.
What I'm saying is that the amount of bandwidth that phone can connect to, that is based off a single channel. So basically, to have a carrier ag, that's a totally different function, right? So if it can handle enough bandwidth, that's what we're looking here for. Yeah.
Well, we know Verizon's going to have 200 megahertz of just of N77 alone. So if your phone can connect two carrier aggregation and connect two 100 megahertz channels together, basically an X55 modem can do 200 megahertz of bandwidth with two carrier aggregation, and I think you'll still be able to do a base with NSA. You'll be able to connect to the band 13 as your main. So you look on here. Okay, so the X55 megahertz modem, 8 carrier on 8. That's millimeter wave. Okay, so sub 6. Well, it's sub 7 now. But so yeah, the X55 modem can do 200 megahertz of bandwidth, and it can do 3 times 20 megahertz. Carrier aggregation.
Is that 200 megahertz on millimeter wave?
No, we're talking about sub 6. Well, it's sub 7 now. But on millimeter wave, it does 8 carrier.
800? Okay.
Yeah, it does 800 megahertz of bandwidth.
That's my point.
But 8 carrier aggregation. But that's millimeter wave. We're talking about N77. Right. So,
all right.
But it does 200 megahertz of bandwidth on sub 7. It can do 3 by 20 megahertz carrier aggregation. 7 by 20 carrier aggregation download. So it's 3 carrier aggregation upload and 7 down. So actually, if you have an X55 modem in your phone, you should be okay with Verizon with N77 since it's all continuous spectrum. Even if you only get 100 megahertz channel, even if it doesn't do more than that, even if it's limited to just 100 megahertz, and then you got band 13 as the connect, I mean, you're still going to have blazing fast speeds and downloads too, uploads and downloads. So you're going to be fine. So.
To be honest with you, the carrier aggregation in the millimeter wave space doesn't matter. It more matters in the mid band. To be honest with you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But
that's why
for 5G carrier aggregation, that's the trouble when you have small pieces of bands. So to get the maximum bandwidth, if you got like 60 here and you got 40 here and you got 30 over here, when you add all three together, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to work good, but when you have to patch them together with carrier aggregation on all three of them, but your phone can only do one carrier of NR at one time, then it can't connect to those other two. So as the modem technology gets better, then you're able to take more pieces of the pie and put them all together. Then you have one big pie.
That's right.
And that's what we're facing. And with AT&T, it's going to be really critical because they have broken spectrum. They got a piece over here, kind of like T-Mobile. T-Mobile N41 is all fragmented too. So if you have three chunks of N41 that are not continuous, then you need 3 carrier aggregation alone just to patch them 3 together. And if you want to throw N71 in there, you need 4 carrier aggregation. So the X70 modem can throw in there the N71 fake 5G and 3 sections of N41, and so we can do the 4 carrier aggregation that way.
It will be so basically it's gonna be 5x. It will be 5x. So basically you would have since they just bought.
So you're talking about non-standalone mode.
I'm going to explain it to you. So you can actually do 5x carrier ag on an LTE. Okay?
Yep.
So basically how it's going to work with T-Mobile's new spectrum, since they just bought 600 megahertz of it, and they got the full 2.5 now, they would have 2 channels to 600, and then 3 channels of the 2.5 and carry that all together.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you got 3 NR and 2 LTE. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the X70 modem? Or is that the X65?
No, the X65 should be able to do that as well. The X65.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it should be able to do 3 and 2.
Exactly.
You can do 3 NRs and 2 LTEs. Yep, there
correct,
you go. Yeah. So that's going to be pretty good. So it just depends on which carrier you got. Depends on how critical it is on the modem technology. But right now, Verizon is going to be the easiest one to get full advantage on an older phone, an older modem. So they was really smart when they bought up all the spectrum in one chunk all together. That was really smart. Now, what would have been really smart is if the FCC would have did the whole band, 3.4 all the way up to 3.9, one continuous band that's a macro band, high power band, and not even had that band 48 crap in the middle. Then you could have had the phone that was provisioned for N77, and then any channels in that whole full spectrum, you can make one radio, and the phone can be able to do it. So the phone and the tower would be able to do anywhere in that whole N77 spectrum. But thanks to the FCC and their stupidness, they effed it all up. That's what they did. A big fart. That's what it was. Hello, we got Baby Yoda, the #1 moderators in here for tonight. Look at that. We are live and direct. It's your boy, always real, never fake. RFK Tech USA Baby in the building. Thanks for that. We got Anna James. Can someone confiscate Ricky's soundboard? Oh, no. Nope. Show some love. Hit the like button. Yes. Please subscribe. Please, pretty please. Yeah. No, I'm not going to be a beggar. It's horrible to be a beggar. Yep, and share the content. That's how the channel grows and everything. Get bigger. We're going to try to catch up to SMT, the big YouTuber. He's up to 20K now. So, yeah, we got to try to catch up to him. And you see Carlos' channel? Man, he's like almost a 4K subscribers already.
Yeah.
He's cranking out the videos and live streams. Yeah, his channel is really doing really good, too.
It is, yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. Let's see. Hello, trucks. With T-Mobile having such great momentum, they will do a 2 to 3 billion capex increase for 2023 because they still need a lot of work on the coverage. Also need to start their millimeter wave. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know about T-Mobile. It's really hard to predict what's going to happen with that. It's not until management gets better and they have the funding. It's management and funding. If those two are not in sync with each other, your deployment's going to be garbage. It's going to be the food stamp network, as some people say. It's PA Speed Testing Adventures. Yo, what's up? X55 can do 800 on millimeter wave, but on sub 6 can only do one carrier. That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, so if you have 100 megahertz channel on NR, and then you can do band 13 on the other. So that'll give you 110 megahertz of spectrum. That will still perform really well. So, but if you're on AT&T with the X55 modem, guess what? You're going to get probably band 66, and then you're going to get the biggest chunk you can get, whatever the biggest chunk AT&T has at the moment. If it's the 40 down below or the 40 or 80. What do they got on 3.7? Mostly is it 80?
The answer is Reno Stevenson. I think it's. I want to say it's 80.
Oh, crap.
I think it's 80. I think it's 80, but don't quote me on that though.
Yeah, I think it is 80 up too. So with the X55 modem, you're going to connect 80 with AT&T, and then whatever on band 66. So yeah, that's your limitations. So that's what we were saying back when these first 5G modems come out. It's like, well, they're already outdated because the future tech, the future 3GPP standards don't even match up to that. So, but everybody knew that from the beginning. It was pretty much fake 5G for the first 2 years of deployment anyway, so. Let's see. Will the X70 be able to do 1,000 megahertz of millimeter wave? Yes, it will. I'm pretty sure it was. Let me double check before I stick my neck out and get it chopped off and say, well, Ricky said it could do it. I don't want to be that person, you know. Let's see. Let me look it up here. X70. Where's X70? Oh, those are all the LTE modems. Where's the 5G modems at? Oh, come on. Where's it at? I'm looking. God, there's so much stuff on there. I usually have my little shortcut thing open. Okay, RF systems. Okay, 5G. Let's see. Let's just type it in there. I'm tired of looking for it. X70 specs. Sometimes it's faster just to do it on Google. X70 specs. Oh, look at all this other garbage comes up. That's the other problem with Google. It just brought up everything with the word X70 in it.
Yeah, I usually do like just X70 modem.
Yeah, I put modem in there now, and now it's coming up. Okay, so here's X70. Okay, so X70 does... Where the hell's that? Nope, it only does 800 megahertz. 8 carrier aggregation, 800 megahertz. Oh, millimeter wave. Yep, it's the same as the X65. The difference is the sub 7. The sub 7 is 300 megahertz. So now with the X70 modem, you can actually do 3 100 megahertz channels with carrier aggregation. And let's see.
Maybe X65 was also 300 megahertz. If I remember correctly.
No, X65 is 200 megahertz. That's for sure.
It was.
All right, so and then you got 4 carrier aggregation across FDD and TDD, and then what's the other part? They don't have all the specs on here. I don't know why they leave most of it out like that, but they do. Okay, so 4 carrier aggregation with 5G. And then,
yeah, it's a 300 megahertz of sub 6 for the X65.
Sub 6 is 8 carrier aggregation. So there you go. So for NR, it's 4 carrier aggregation, and then LTE is 8. And then when you do... See, it doesn't tell you exactly how many LTE channels you can go with the 4 NR channels. See, it doesn't tell you exactly that.
Yeah, I got to correct you.
So I don't know how many LTE channels you can go with the 4 NRs.
The X65 does do 300 megahertz of bandwidth on sub 6.
Well, I just looked it up and it said 200.
No, it's 300 on Qualcomm's site. Here, I can send you the link.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm on Qualcomm site. I was just looking at the 65. I swore it said. Maybe I'm just... All these numbers are just running together, so...
There you go.
So basically, the only difference between the X65 and the X70 modem is going to be just an extra carrier of NR added in with the mix, right?
I mean, it's going to have
instead of 3 carrier. It's 4.
The big selling point, in my eyes, that the X70 can do, not just the carrier, but that could do over the X65, is the X70 has AI actually baked into the baseband chip
right,
itself.
yeah, the AI enhanced signal boost antenna tuning.
Yeah, versus
and the wideband envelope tracking.
Yeah, well, yeah, the X65 has the wide envelope too, but the X65 just has an AI software engine. It's not physically baked into the modem, the baseband modem, like the X70 is. So to me, that's the big difference. But me personally, I'm just going to wait 5 years until I get another phone.
5 years, they're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the advanced power saving tech. That's the biggest thing on there to help save your battery right there. You know how everybody complains that their battery's being drained like crazy. So yeah, so you got the 5G Power Save Gen 3, the wideband envelope tracking, and your AI enhanced signal boost antenna tuning. So that's the biggest gain that you get from it. And then of course you got the dual SIM dual active DSDA, whereas the X65 has DSDS.
Yep.
Dual SIM dual standby. This is going to be dual SIM dual active. So this will be able to do the features like the Google Fi does. You know how it needs that.
Yeah,
and this is also copying what Apple does, because Apple has been doing DSDA for quite some time now.
This is just going to push carriers to get rid of the damn physical SIM, which I don't like.
I know, that's the sad thing. Yeah, well, Apple's already sneaking that out the door there. So.
I could see Samsung maybe in the S24. When that comes out, eventually getting rid of the physical SIM, because if it's got DSDA, we don't need a physical SIM in there. You can just do 2 eSIMs or 3 eSIMs.
Yeah. Oh, Ricky sounds different. Yeah, I'm using the studio mic tonight. Last week I was on the podcast. I was on my cell phone. I was on my S22 Ultra with my headset, with my Shocks Open Comm headset. That's what I was using on the podcast. So, yeah, so this studio mic is much better. I'll bet that was muffled. To be honest. Hello, Kazi! C-band, CBRS, DOD, Andromeda. There you go. That's what I think about all that. He's being funny. U.S. mobile eSIM activation is broken currently. Oh, shit. That's crazy. Los is at 6,500 almost. Oh, shit. Yeah, he's growing. Yeah, he was just at 6,300 the other day. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he's moving up there. Growing. Kazi became a YouTube member! Yay! Awesome! We now have a new YouTube member in the house. Welcome to the membership, Kazi.
Thank you, Kazi.
Thank you so much for your support. Trex, I know you don't like Apple, but what are your expectations for Apple's own modem? Do you think they will come in guns blazing like they did with the M1? Well, one thing I can say is a positive note, a hot, spicy pancake, I had to say that, is their antenna module. Because you know what they're doing. They're modifying the modem. They're taking the existing modem. They're modifying the modem. They're putting their own transceiver in it that goes between the modem and the antenna and the transceiver. So it's able to change it has a more flexible band range. So you can do more bands. So basically, the Apple has every single band that's even possible to have. It has all the international bands. It has all the USA bands. So, and that's the way they do it. So that with that special modification they do with the modem, they were to do that. And in order to do that, they had to have the special antennas, because it doesn't do no good to have the transceiver if you don't have an antenna that matches with it. Because if your antenna is not tuned for the transceiver, what happens, Urkel?
Well, you operate outside your band. You need your frequency ranges need to match up with each other, right? But to answer Trux's question, this is just my own personal belief, but I think the iPhone 15 will use Apple's Intel, based modem. I think it's going to be too much money for them to pay for an X70 modem and modify it. I just think it's going to be too much money for them to fork over to Qualcomm. I think
that's true.
I think
they're not buddies.
The Intel money.
And they're not buddies anyways.
Right.
Apple and Qualcomm are not buddies. They're fighting like two cats fighting. It's just crazy. It's just like, they don't like each other.
So I think they're using Intel-based money.
They do not like each other at all.
As Troy Hicks said, shitty modems.
Oh no, he didn't say the N53 word. No, not the N53 word. No,
not the 2 gigahertz. Oh God.
Oh no. N53. Oh, that is that. You know what the difference between N53 and N46 is? Almost none. Actually, N53 is worse than N46 or band 46. Because band 46 at least gets you a lot more channels. N53 is restricted to 11 megahertz. 11 megahertz at 4 watts. That's it, 4 watts. So it's just like the other nuisance band too, the 46. It's the same thing. And then 79. 79 is... That's C-band. The real C-band. Not the fake C-band. The real C-band.
That's your higher, your upper
It's
C-band.
in 4 gigahertz. It's the real C-band. Yeah, N79 is all in some other countries over other seas and stuff. N70. Yeah, that's the dish band. It's right above band 66. They also have standalone millimeter wave on X70. Yeah. Well, X65 would do standalone, and X60 would do standalone. Actually, X55 would do standalone. I mean, it won't do very well. I mean, that's just like you standing in the middle of a field saying, "Look at me, I'm here, I'm here."
I mean, it kind of all comes together what I was saying earlier, guys, right? Everything is going to be on a standalone 5G network with a standalone 5G core connecting to a satellite, for backup connectivity, right? So your phone, if I was going to buy a phone, it needs to make sure it supports SA for one, standalone, and make sure it has the most bands on 5G, meaning meaning new radio.
That's right. Because 5G is starting to blossom. So basically, 2 years ago, they planted the seeds in the field, and they've been watering them and fertilizing them for a couple years. And guess what happened? One of those little seeds just pushed its way up through, and it's peeking out. And the first 2 leaves opened up on the 5G seed, right? But we're a long ways from having a corn stalk, right? An 8-foot corn stalk. That's when we'll have real 5G, when the 2 little leaves comes out, and then you get the whole corn stalk that's 3 inches wide with all those ears of corn on it. That's when we'll have 5G.
I kind of want to highlight Kasi's comment about the AT&T converting band 14 LTE to
I'm moving down.
And here's the reason why. They need that for the FirstNet for 5G, right? For FirstNet. So T-Mobile has N71, so that's your 600 megahertz. Verizon needs to get their band 13 onto N13 because due to the roaming, right? How are you supposed to go from a 5G to a 4G, right? And people give me shit about that, but they don't know. So, Verizon, Hans, if you're listening, get N13 on the map and have it be, roaming and cross-compatible with the other 2 networks. It needs to happen ASAP, buddy.
That's right. Chain Fried says, if Comcast buys T-Mobile, how badly will it affect Verizon overall? Oh, shit. He just stirring up the pot here, ain't he?
I don't think Comcast is going to buy T-Mobile. I think it's going to be the other way around, because look at Comcast market share right now. It's like cut in half. And T-Mobile, they're too happy to go down. If that makes sense, they're going to buy Comcast. That's what I believe. And you can't take the color out of magenta. Let's put it that way, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Can you imagine a magenta Comcast Xfinity store?
No.
So what's going to happen?
No. What's going to happen? That's what's going to happen. if you have last gen LTE phone, is it worth holding on to for a year, or till all the phones coming out have full support for all the 5G bands? Because currently buying a phone can be a gamble.
It depends on what you do with it. Do you play games?
Yeah, it really depends on which carrier you got. Like if you're on AT&T and you have an LTE only phone, you're actually going to be good. You can actually hold out on 5G because they got 5 carrier aggregation, 50 megahertz pretty much nationwide of LTE, which gives pretty good speeds and very good performance. But if you're on Verizon and you got LTE only phone, all this new shit they're deploying, you can't even touch it. And you got to remember how they're deploying it. They're doing carrier aggregation. So all the 5G phones are still using LTE. They're going to use 5G and LTE, combine them together. So it's not like the 5G phones are only using 5G. Now, once it goes standalone 5G for Verizon, then the leftover LTE out there, the LTE of only phones will get a performance boost. They won't see all the congestion because all the 5G heavy users will be on there. What do you think of that, Caleb?
So all this spectrum, 90% of it is going to be on a 5G standalone core and 5G. Only 10% is going to be left on LTE for those holdover people like grandma who only has an LTE phone.
And the skunk apes and the raccoons.
So just think of it like that. You know, if you're fine with phone calls and text, you could survive on LTE phone for the next 30 years, right?
Absolutely.
But there's guys out there like me that need to have constant, coverage and constant connectivity. You might, and that uses apps. Then a 5G phone will be a good investment for you.
That's crazy. Kazi is saying when AT&T starts converting band 14 and 14, that's a mistake. They don't even need to do that. I don't understand what the rush to do this.
They've already done that. It's already in the works.
See, that's crazy. Wasting money on LTE tech just to get the 5G icon is crazy.
I mean, the first net's already on the 5G already, right? So, I think me personally. This is just my opinion. I want it. I want the low band on 5G on a new radio because your standalone 5G core. I want to have a network slice that's just dedicated to calling just in case I need it, right? So
yeah,
that's just my opinion on it. So
become pink thongs. That's crazy. Jason says, I have 5 carrier aggregation on my Pixel 4 XL on AT&T MVNO. Yep. I also have 5 carrier aggregation on my S22 Ultra on AT&T right now, too. And I actually got 5 carrier aggregation when I went up to Miami. There was actually a couple sites up there that has 5 carrier aggregation on LTE, which is crazy.
So
Plus, it had N77.
The LTE can do 5 carrier aggregation. The standalone 5G, guess how many carrier that can do? So just right now, 10. You can do 10. Up to 10.
Yeah, up to 10. That's on millimeter wave though, right?
No, that's on your standalone 5G core can do as capable of doing a 10x carrier on mid-band as well.
Oh, okay, so it's a mix. I thought that 10 carrier aggregate was just for millimeter wave.
No.
So that 10 carrier aggregation is for everything.
Yeah, that's what's capable of. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wish Qualcomm would actually explain the specs a little bit more than what they do because it's kind of a little confusing. Exactly, showing what the capability is.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, you got to look at it from two angles. It's what the phone can do and what the core can do, right? So.
Well, that's true too. Yeah. Well, the modem is all the phone too.
Yeah.
The towers will always be able to do more than the phone, pretty much. I mean, just because it's bigger and all that kind of stuff, so it'll be able to do all that stuff. All right, just think about all the fiber T-Mobile would have if they bought Comcast. They would have a ton of backhaul potential. Oh boy. Jason says I have had 5 carrier aggregation at my current site. I have just band 12. Boy, that's tough. Just to have band 12 only? That's tough, man. That's crazy.
That's real tough.
And no carrier aggregation. That's really bad there. Yeah. All right, so we're caught up here in the chat. Let's go over here and talk a little bit more about the Space Mobile here. Let's see what we got. Where did we leave off? Let's see. Talked about that. Oh, we talked about Nokia's AirScale single RAN equipment. And let's see. I don't want to read this whole thing here. I'm just skipping through it here. Yep, it launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida. Okay, so the antenna on Blue Walker 3, guess how big it is? The antenna is 64 square meters. So that's 693 square feet. That's as big as some
apartment.
Yeah, that's about the size of a big apartment or a living room. Some like in a rich house, a whole living room. So can you imagine the antenna being that big? So it's designed to commute directly with cell phones via the 3GPP standard frequencies. They're aiming to deploy 100 satellites to get global coverage. How about that?
That is music to my ears.
Yeah, that's amazing. So with integration of Nokia's AirScale system, AST Space Mobile and Nokia are taking on an important step towards closing the gaps across the whole world. Let's see. Yeah, this is some pretty good stuff. Now here's a picture of it. Let's see if you can. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. There's a picture of it. So that's how big it is. It's huge. Okay. So that little square on the top is actually the radio controllers and all that stuff, and the batteries. Oh, I got some more coming too. That's just I wanted that one to show how it's covering the Earth. That one antenna will cover one continent, and see those little white dots? Those are users, and then with the phased array antenna, it can actually use spot beam tech and beam the signal to each one of them dots. It does a concentrated dot, and that's kind of like how it's working. Okay, here is about Nokia AirScale. Recreate technology that helps the world act together. A trusted partner for critical networks, we are committed to innovation and technology. Yeah, this is all just all the special words all packaged up together here. Yeah. But basically, this is going to be pretty good. Okay, so that's that part. Now I have another. Yeah, this has a picture of the antenna. This shows you what the antenna is. I mean, kind of. Oh yeah, here we go. Here, let me zoom in. Is this the one you was talking about?
I got some. I got one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that gives you an idea. Look at all the people.
I got some other ones.
Those are engineers. Those are engineers and workers standing next to the antenna. That's how big the antenna is. That's crazy. So basically, each one of these squares is like, let's see, each square is got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's got 16 modules on it. So each one of them modules is the size of a space or Starlink user unit. The dish that you use at your house. So each one of them little round discs is about the size of that. So you got 16. It's like having 16 satellite dishes in one of them squares.
Yeah, check the private chat.
That just shows you how much capacity that's going to have, because each one of them little circles can have like 100 phones connected to it. because it'll be doing the beam forming on each one of the little circles. So each little circle can hold. So like 1,600 phones. Or,
at least 1,000 phones per circle. At least.
Yeah. So that shows you the enormous. That's why this up over one continent. This one satellite will cover the whole country with the spot beam tech and shit. So this here is like one of the most amazing things that's been developed since phased array antennas come up. So you got the antennas on one side. When you flip this thing over on the other side, it's the solar panels. So it's ingenious how they did this, because basically you got one layer of thing out there, and you use one side to get the solar to charge the batteries, and then the other side is actually the antennas, and then you got the little square box in the middle which holds the batteries, because they got some pretty new high-tech batteries in here. And so as it goes around the world, and when it's on the dark side of the sun, then it can still have plenty of power to power this thing up until it comes back around to the sun again. So it's pretty amazing. The flat surface orbiting 500 kilometers above the Earth, which is what, 300 miles, something like that.
Yeah,
it's pretty close to the orbit of Starlink. It's pretty close. It's going to reflect a lot of sunlight, which could make the satellite extremely visible to observers on the ground. So right now, you know how big the space station is, and you know how bright that thing is. So the space station is pretty bright when it flies over. So I think it's like anywhere between 3 to 4 magnitude is what space is. They're saying this thing could be as high as like 6, you know, because the higher the number, it's like -6. That's the higher the number, the brighter. Even though it says -6, so -7 is brighter. So Jupiter and Venus is the 2 brightest planets, and then the space station is the next brightest object, and then you got this was going to be doing that too. So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Do you want to? I sent you some links over to some different views of it in the private chat. If you want to look at them.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. I got somebody calling me.
Yeah. And the next link is the full image.
Okay. Yeah, I put you down as co-host, too. Did you? I don't know if you accepted that or not.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go. All right, so we got that. Got this. Blue Walker 3, BW3. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I like to call it BBW3, Big Beautiful Woman 3.
Oh, no, that's crazy. All right, let me call this person back. So keep them entertained there real quick for me. I'll be right back.
Okay. Boy. All right. Let's see. Let me look at some stuff here. Yeah, so basically the Blue Walker 3, this is a very powerful satellite. It's basically it's going to go out, low Earth orbit. Now, I predict, this is just my thinking on it, that they're going to launch maybe some smaller satellites and launch them at like a V Leo, which is a very low Earth orbit. Right. This will help with better capacity and get more downstream connected to your cell phones. This will, that will allow for like kind of like a bending your signal, in case you're like have to get around buildings, kind of like how our beamforming works right now in 5G, but they're probably going to launch some satellites in very low Earth orbit to actually compensate for that problem. So does anybody have any questions in the chat here? I can answer them. Let's see. Michael Loki says Elon Musk and T-Mobile are perfect for each other. They tell you a bunch of hyped up information about a product that they cannot deliver the goods on. Well, this is all in its infancy stages, right? The iPhone 14, has an ePrib in there that connects to a satellite for emergency services, right? It's like an emergency services beacon that allows you to reach the emergency services satellite on a encrypted channel to reach emergency services, right? So this is all in its infancy stages. Will trees affect the signal if they aren't directly overhead? No. Trees don't really do it because the way that the antenna is, it's in a phased array. Think of like versus a circular or a parabolic dish. The way the signal is transmitted is different. The RF wave propagation and RF patterns. So if you think of a satellite dish, okay, that antenna or dish looks different, obviously, from how an antenna on your phone would. Think about like a satellite phone, how those long antennas are on a basic satellite phone. Two different types of antennas, right? So with the phone, your current phone, you're going to have a different type of phased array antenna that's going to work different than what your current satellite dish would. And no, I don't think trees will affect it because you're using a 3GPP standard, which is right now PCS on 1900 to connect to a satellite. So I do not think trees will affect it. I think the things that could affect it would probably most likely maybe be extremely severe thunderstorms. But that would be it. I don't think it worked too well in a hurricane. Let's see what else we got here. Anybody have any other questions? Who's excited for it? Who wants this technology? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you want, mobile connectivity with satellites. It's just a new frontier. Or put number 2 if you don't, if you'd rather have them invest in something else. How many people are getting the iPhone, the new iPhone 14? That's what I want to know. I will not be, but I want to know your reasons why in the chat if you're getting an iPhone 14. Or if, okay, we got some ones here. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said earlier, this is a lifelong dream of mine of having, never losing coverage, right? You're in an emergency situation. You need to reach someone right away. When back, before cell phones existed, when we had landlines, you were able to pick up that phone, have a dial tone, and you don't have to worry about it, right? Jason says, "Hope it doesn't kill the battery." I don't think it's going to, because it's only going to use the satellite in where it cannot get a cell phone signal, a terrestrial cell phone signal. So you'll only reach the satellites if you have completely no signal from anybody. I mean, no signal from Verizon, no signal from AT&T, no signal from T-Mobile, no signal from the regional carriers. that's when it'll reach a satellite, and it's going to use your existing phone, meaning existing frequencies in your phone, and everything will be good. So send me some pizza. I like some pizza, Mr. Pinocchio. Ricky must be on the phone for a while. I think I think oh, he's back. No, there's no crickets here. We've been having a good discussion.
Oh my god. All right, sorry about that. Unfortunately, even though I'm off work, I still have to work sometimes. So yeah, I just got promoted again too. So now I'm the operations manager. So not just a supervisor. So now I got the whole keys now. Oh yeah, so yeah, when the phone rings, you gotta answer it, even during my live stream. That's why I got my buddy Caleb here as a co-host. He can keep you guys entertained. All right, so what comment did? Don't forget, we got a poll up here. You can vote, so don't forget to vote on the poll too. I haven't even looked at it lately to see how many votes we got. Oh, let's see, we got some participation. We got 40 votes. Holy crap, that's pretty good. All right. So vote on that real quick, and we're going to close that out. And let's go to the comments to see what last comment did you handle here. Let's see. I think trying to look here. I think this is where we left off. Yeah. Okay. So there. Yep. That one. That one. There, Michael's here. Just tuned in. What's up? I have no faith in any technology that Elon Musk is involved with. Well, luckily, Elon's not involved with AST Space Mobile. Thank God.
Yet. He will be probably.
Those satellite parts look cool and expensive. Yeah. What's the price of Blue Water or Walker 3? Have you come across it, Caleb?
I can look it up if you want.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just curious how much this one satellite is, because I actually didn't read it yet, but yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Ryan, welcome to the channel. There, will trees affect the signal? It will affect it a little bit, because any kind of object that gets between it really degrades the signal, especially when it's coming from 200 miles away. I mean, think about it. If you go onto a mountaintop, like let's say you go to Pikes Peak, which is 12,000 feet. And then your line of sight is only 150 some miles, I think, something like that. So you can see 150 miles, so you can talk that far on a radio too. Eventually the Earth's going to curve and it's going to drop off. But just think about trying to make a cell phone connection 150 miles away. Just think about that. That just to achieve this, when they do this test, if this thing actually works and can hear a 1/4 watt cell phone transmit, because cell phones put out 1/4 watt. That's it. That's a high power. It's 1/4 watt. So
I think
to go
change.
200 some miles and be heard, and then for it to beam it back down, and then the phone hear the satellite up there, is going to be pretty amazing, because a satellite phone with a huge antenna on it has a hard time connecting to the satellite. Oh, we got a 1. Hello, Steven. Welcome to the channel. We got a 1 here. Oh, we got a 1 here. Oh, what's all with the 1s?
I asked them if they were excited about the mobile satellite connectivity.
Oh, so what's the 1 mean? Yes?
Yes.
2 means two means no?
2 means no.
Okay. I hope it doesn't kill battery. Well, it's going to use a little bit of battery.
Oh, here we go. I found the cost.
Okay.
It's $10 to $11.5 million. So $10 million per satellite.
$10 million?
Yeah, I'll send you the link. It's $10 million.
Oh, wow. $10 million on one, and they're going to put up 100 of these. That's actually not too bad.
That's not bad. Yeah, that price is good.
A cell phone tower's $3 million to put up. So actually, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's like $1 million. Well, yeah, like $1 million, but I just sent
$3 million when you add equipment to it, when you do the backhaul and all that shit like that. Total cost to get it up on the air, about $3 million. Now, if you do a rooftop that's got the structure already, it's a lot cheaper. But when you got to put the tower up, that's the most expensive part because the permits and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. Here we go.
10 million, not bad.
Not bad at all. Go away.
It's towards the bottom of the page.
Okay. Oh, looky there. Okay. Wow, $25 million in operating expenses just to get this thing up. The first test satellite up. Wow, that's pretty good. Well, that's really good. That's awesome. 693 square feet. That's just crazy. This is going to be so bright in the sky too. And it looks like they didn't put no anti-coating on it, anti-reflective, nothing on it. They just said, well, screw you, we're just throwing it up. They made Elon make it, put some solar shades on there so it wouldn't flare when the sun hits it. I remember when the first Starlink satellites went up, when you could, when they hit the sun just right, man, they just glowed.
They did, yeah.
That shit was as bright as Venus going by, It was like 50 of them going by in a row. If they get the right angle, the old ones up there, you can still see them up there pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so 400 kilometers is 250 miles, so still 250 miles. That's a long ways for a signal to go. Well, that's a whole lot better than 22,000 miles like geostationary is. 53-degree inclined orbit. Okay. Oh, speed. Look at this. Going 17,000 miles per hour. Yep, that's pretty fast.
How can that thing not break apart like that?
I know. Well, there's no atmosphere. It's space, so there's no friction. There's no nothing. So
I know.
It's just like,
gosh,
that's crazy.
That's just crazy to think about.
Yeah, and think about a Hellcat going 200 mile an hour down the highway.
Yeah,
it's hell just to keep it on the road and keep it in one motion and all that. Because all that wind is your enemy when you're going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Circle the Earth once every 90 minutes. So, yeah, it's kind of about as fast as the International Space Station. So that's pretty good. Let's see what more on this here we can read here.
Yeah, the good news is that the FCC finally did something good, in my opinion, that they're requiring anybody who launches a satellite to clean up their current space debris in a 5-year plan.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's about time they did that.
It's about time, yeah.
It's about time to get rid of this space junk. And look at this thing. It weighed 1.5 tons. Isn't that crazy? That satellite weighed 1.5 tons. Crazy. Solar cells and batteries. What other good stuff we got? Launch vehicle, Falcon 9. Okay, yeah, we got that. Okay. So we got all that. Okay, so we've pretty much talked about that. So let's talk about some other technologies that's in the works too. Let me get back to the chat real quick and see. Oh, send me some pizza. Oh, no. Need more ice. You need more ice? You ran out? Okay, I'll send you some more ice. Okay. Will it be faster than 2G? Yeah, it'll be faster than 2G. I think everything's faster than 2G. I think even Pinocchio's lies are faster than 2G. Yeah. Well, there's another one. I just pre-ordered iPhone 14 Pro Max on AT&T so I can take advantage of the DoD spectrum. Okay. So basically N77 lower band. That's what we really need to do. It should be called N77 low and N77 high. Or if you want to get technical with the way they're naming it on the equipment, the actual equipment, the way the manufacturers are doing it, like we're at least for this is what Ericsson does. So if it's for N77 3.7 gigahertz, it's actually it's B77D. That's the actual model number. It's B77D. D is in Delta. Now, if it's for 3.4 gigahertz and it's N77, it's B77G is in Golf. That's how they're naming it. But I agree. We should come, since the FCC can't do their effing job and do it right, then we as people, if we're going to make a terminology, I think we just should say N77 low or N77 high, because the FCC should have named 3.4 another band number. It should not even be included in 77. You can't take an international band that's contiguous from 33 to 39. You can't take an international band that's continuous macro band and then turn around and name it in the U.S. the same way and then put band 48 shit in the middle of it. It was the stupidest thing they did.
I just can't wait until the 12 gigahertz, is hopefully launched in the near future. It's going to be 500. Cool. I think they're actually going to do this right, because they're going to be launching 500 megahertz of continuous spectrum, and I think I have faith in the FCC. I think that we'll do it right, and it's just going to be amazing for everybody.
Oh yeah! All right, so I closed the poll out. Okay, so here we go. Do you think we will have 100% of the land in USA covered by this new space mobile tech? Wow, 55% of you has no faith in this technology? Oh, man. So 55% of you think it's not going to happen. 44% of you think it will happen. Wow. So I guess out of the 55% of you that says no, so if you don't think 100%, so just type in the comments what percentage you think will be covered by USA with this technology. So if you don't think... So if you voted no, put in there how many percent. I'm just curious, how close to 100 do you think it is? Do you think it'll be 75% of the land, or 55, or only 25% of the land? So, yeah, be interesting to see how you guys vote on that there. So, of course, if you voted yes, don't vote at all, because we already know you think it's 100%. So there's no sense of voting again. Geez, a 600 square foot is basically a studio apartment floating up there. Yes, exactly. That's how massive this thing is. 1.5 tons at 17,000 miles an hour. Yeah, it's like, oh, shit. I mean,
can you imagine that, like, hitting you? Like, if you were an astronaut,
yeah,
just, like, smacking you right in the... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sitting there talking to Pinocchio and he turns his head real fast and his nose hits you, can you imagine that? Just hitting you versus 17,000 miles per hour?
That would hurt too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, 99.9%. You might as well have just voted yes. Damn, you're so funny. You guys are crazy. All right, so let's talk about the next technology. There's a couple companies. AST Space Mobile is not the only company that's working on this tech. Looky here. Actually, I want to credit Carlos for this. Carlos found this, and he gave me the link. So Carlos found this, so I figured we'd talk about this tonight. So I'm sure he's like busy working or doing something tonight. So he might pop in here a little bit. You know how we're already an hour and 39 minutes in. We'll be on here for another hour at least. So I'm sure he'll pop in here. All right, so here we go. Legato Networks is also working on a space solution for phones. Mid-band spectrum accelerates 5G deployments. Lower mid-band spectrum delivers the perfect combination of coverage and capacity. Ideal location sits in the 1.5 gigahertz to 1.6 gigahertz, known as L-band, which means it can travel farther and support data traffic growth, making it the ideal balance for 5G. 1.5 gigs.
That's your GPS, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty close to GPS, yes. So This is below band 2, which is 1.9 or 1900. Remember, if you convert this 1.5 giggies to meggies, then now it's 1500 meggies versus 1.5 giggies. There you go. Superior propagation. Yes. L-band is superior propagation for indoor and outdoor coverage. Yeah. Let's see. 5G networks. Let's see. Their spectrum with 2 gigahertz to 6 gigahertz. Let's see. 5G. Oh, wait a minute. I clicked. This is on the wrong one. This is on the mobile public networks. No, we need to be on the satellite. I was getting ready to say, it's like, wait a minute. This stuff sounds kind of different here. See, they got different types. They got private networks for 5G, public networks for 5G, and then satellite-based IoT. They're mainly going after the Internet of Things. So not really so much as smartphones, but just Internet of Things. That's what they're going. And then also the MSAT satellite services. So satellite voice and push-to-talk solutions provide reliable, high-performance connectivity. So there you go. Mobile satellite radio. But I don't think this technology is going to phones. I thought Carlos said that they're setting this up to where it goes to your phone as well. I'm pretty sure he said that this was going to go to the phone too. Doesn't say anything about it here. You may have to buy their equipment. You may not be able to use your own. But still, this is something else that they're working on to try to get, connectivity out. Let's see. Internet of Things. So they're going to have a combination non-terrestrial and terrestrial. So they're following the Release 17, the 3GPP specs. Oh, okay, the power of SkyTerra 1. The Legado SkyTerra 1 satellite is a unique ability to close the link from geostationary orbit to low-power devices without the need for specialized equipment. A 22-meter reflector-based antenna in space. Wow, that's going to be a big antenna, too. Wow. So that's one company. Well, I don't see the part where they're actually doing this with cell phones, but still, it's still an IoT 5G solution. They're using terrestrial towers and satellites. And then we got this other company, and this is Link. And they provide direct two-way satellite to mobile phone connectivity. So this is another company that's going to do it too. This was last year's ad, so this is a year old. Let's go to their main website and see what they're doing on their. So this is called Link, Lynk. The whole world connected, safe and thriving.
I just found another company called EchoStar is going to be doing this too.
EchoStar, ain't they the one that already has TV service? EchoStar, isn't that TV?
Yeah, look it up. Yeah, but they're going to be doing satellite communications for 5G now with IoT and terrestrial. Yeah.
Oh crap!
Yeah, everybody's getting on
mobile broadband. There, Link's groundbreaking and patented technology allows people to connect anyone, anywhere. Let's see. They're pretty much saying the same thing everybody else says. Affordable, universal mobile broadband opens the door. Yeah. Well, this is all they have to talk about. That's all. Okay, here. Let's see what about the technology. Well, that's the International Space Station there. That's not their stuff. Why did you get a picture of their stuff? That's the space station. Anyway. Okay, Link's vision to provide broadband connectivity directly to the ordinary mobile phones for everyone, everywhere. Only 25% of the world's landmass is served by cell phone towers. That's the world. What percentage is it in the United States? Does anybody remember from last week's podcast? That's right. 47% of the United States is covered by population. So the other half of USA does not have any population. And of that 47%, if a road is connected between two cities, that's considered populated because there's road travel and so there you go. So we only got half the land covered by people. And then what percentage of the people are covered by cell phone towers? 71% of the populated area. So that's right. So we still got 30% of the America that's populated but doesn't have any service there. And most of it is really rural areas where there may be only a couple houses in one or a few square miles. So it's not cost effective to put up a cell phone site there, because if you build a tower, you put the equipment up, it's $3 million. So if you're not going to get any more revenue from that area, then basically you just wasted $3 million. And you're not going to build a $3 million tower so that 3 or 4 people can connect to it, because you're going to go bankrupt and broke. So you can't do that. So the only benefit and return on investment you would get for building a tower is like if you're along an interstate and you have a lot of people that's traveling back and forth through there. So that's why in these really rural areas, the interstates are covered with towers. It's just because the people are there using them. But if you're just out in the middle of a cornfield in the middle of nowhere and you're in your farm tractor, they're not going to build a $3 million tower so that you can watch YouTube on your tractor when you're plowing the field. Just ain't going to happen. I mean, you can spend your $3 million yourself and build your own cell phone tower if you want, I guess. That's why you see in the remote areas, a lot of people, a lot of the carriers, they use water towers and rooftops and mountains and hills. Because you can actually put a 100-foot small tower up on a hilltop that's 300 foot above the surrounding area and put your equipment on it, and it'll be a lot cheaper than building a 300-foot freestanding tower.
Yeah. Hey, I found the other company. I finally found it. It's OmniSpace.
Oh, okay.
OmniSpace. Look at OmniSpace.
Oh, yes, I heard about them. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
They're the other company that's doing this. So you can bring the webpage up and be nice.
All right.
I don't remember. That's the company that's going to compete with AST.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Holy crap. Wow. They got a really expensive website. Look at that.
That looks cool.
Look at that. That's crazy. Look at that. You got the drone. You got the ship. Wow. There you go. Tap and pay.
Yep. It's also used 3GPP as well for IoT and for satellite.
Did you see that one part of them actually tracking vehicles? 73 miles per hour. You're speeding, buddy. A lot of people are not going to like that. Okay, let's see what they got to say here. OmniSpace is uniting the simplicity of mobile roaming with the scope of satellite to create the world's first truly 5G network. Yeah! 5G. Okay. 5G everywhere. Direct to device.
Yep.
3GPP standards. NGSO satellites.
So I like that. That's cool.
Okay.
So non-geostationary satellites, yeah.
Let's see what they're about here. Okay. Building it from the ground up. Here's the management team, board of directors. Oh, partners. Okay, we got Fortress, Green. I don't know any of these. All these are all just like funding, right? Well, and Telesat. So, okay, so Telesat's involved with it. Okay. All right, so network. Let's look at the network. The world's only global hybrid mobile network. Hybrid.
Right. Yeah, they're using a hybrid approach, which is pretty cool.
Mobile satellite to create the world's only true. Yeah, they said that already. Oh, look at this. Oh, I like this. This is so simple that Pinocchio can understand it. Look at this. I don't even have to say anything. All you got to do is just watch it. Well, I think if Pinocchio watched this, he would say, oh, look, there's a flying dildo through the air. That's probably what he'd say. Oh, did I say that? Oh, I should have said that on a live stream. Oops. I shouldn't have said that. That's pretty cool. Look at all that stuff. Okay, there's your ground station over here. Well, of course, I'm pointing with my mouse. The mouse ain't lined up. I got to actually look at the channel. Or over here. Right here. Yeah, okay, here. Here's the ground station. Oh, I can't go any higher because I reached the top of my screen over here. I can't believe it's not like synced together like this. This is crazy. All right, so then you got cell phone tower. Oh, look, there's a bubble. There's a cell phone tower there. Oh, look how it's spaced. The cell phone towers are spaced like T-Mobile. Like there's one here. There's no coverage through here. Oh, then now we got coverage. Oh, now we have no coverage. Let's see, it's spaced like that. Okay, then so we got a truck connected here, a car connected here, and what else we got? Oh, then we got the plane. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it's like they're using terrestrial and
yeah, that's a combination.
Nice.
Well, I mean, AST Space Mobile is going to do that. It's just they're just doing the satellite portion versus all the other carriers are doing the terrestrial part. So it's kind of like a merging of services. Whereas these guys are actually doing everything together.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. Mobile devices connect directly to our network and take advantage of. Yeah. Everybody's saying the same thing. Global reach, mobility, interoperability. That's important. Rapid deployment, low latency, resiliency. All these fancy words. Yeah. Okay, so here's solutions. Global real-time connectivity for mobile applications. So look at this. Tracking your people. Tracking your employees so you can tell when they're speeding in their company vehicles. Yeah, so workers not going to like this. Mobile payment, remote healthcare, emergency communications, mobile internet education. Removing boundaries for businesses. Wow, that sounds like a pretty good company. There you go. Looks like they even got military contracts too. Yeah. Look at that. First responders, border security, military. Look at that. I think those drones are ugly. I would never own one like that because I just think that's thing. I like my drone better. It's a lot nicer. Oh yeah, I'm getting my drone too soon. Coming up. As soon as I get my drones, I get somebody selling buying my drone.
Can you see where all this is headed, Ricky? Satellite warfare, man. Satellite warfare.
Oh yeah, Skynet's going to take over.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got Skynet coming over. Of course, you got to be careful talking about this. YouTube will take the channel down. All right, so back to Link, what they're saying here. So let's see. Yeah, they're saying the same thing as everybody else. There's lots of people and nobody has connectivity, so they're gonna fix the gap. Very few people want to be disconnected. Yeah, I want to be disconnected. I want to live in the mountains and be disconnected. Right.
Maybe.
So this could be helpful for disaster services and everything. Actually, I wouldn't mind having a remote place like in a mountaintop in the middle of like 1,000 acres of forest, and you have your house there, and you have a water well, so you got unlimited water, and then you can have, of course, you'd have to have a septic tank put in there, so for the poo-poo filtering. So if you have your own septic tank, you got a water well, you got your house, you can build like an underground house, and then you could put up solar panels, so then you can get electricity, and then you can get like Starlink for internet. You could actually live remotely off the grid somewhere. Of course, you order your dish, you might get it in 5 years. Poor Chase is still waiting on his dish. Crazy. Come on, Elon. Come on, man. Send Chase his. Send it. Come on, man. Come on. Send Chase to Starlink. You know what Pinocchio said?
What?
I'm a real boy.
That's what Pinocchio said. Oh, he's going to be typing in the comments next there. So, yeah, this is pretty good. Links is pretty good. Oh, look, we got more pictures. Look at here. Today. Look at here. Here's today. Mobile phone to cell phone towers. Yeah. Plus, then we got a second phone that's exclusively made to contact a satellite. So you got this technology, this device, this technology, and this device. So what Link and everybody else is trying to do, Space Mobile and all them, they're putting them together. So you take the mobile phone and you add the SAT capabilities into the phone, and then now it can smartly connect between everything. I like how they did this. This is nice. Isn't that beautiful? Subscribers
Yeah,
receive coverage
it's
from
good.
terrestrial towers when they have it and satellite towers when they need it, all from your existing phone. So what does this mean? Do you think the phones are going to get bigger now because of this technology? Do you think our 6.7-inch screen is going to turn into a 7.5-inch screen because it's going to be bigger?
Yeah, I do, because if you think about it, we have a lot of frequencies for terrestrial, right? Well,
Yep.
I don't think you're not going to need that many for satellite per se. Maybe about a quarter to, or maybe a quarter of it. But yeah, your cell phone will get bigger because you need more antennas, more modules, more transmit power, right? So big beefier antennas. So yeah, I think it will be because eventually you're going to want to be able to do video if you don't have any activity from terrestrial, right? So yeah, I think your phones will get bigger. Huh?
I smell a skunk ape.
We have a skunk ape in the building.
We have a skunk ape sighting. Oh, that's not a skunk ape. What is that? All right, there's a new poll question up. With this new SAT tech coming to cell phones, do you think they will get bigger? So do you think cell phones will get bigger because of this new satellite technology? There you go. There's your question then. Okay. Hello, skunk apes. How you doing? Are you going to eat a chicken? See, we talked about Omnispace. We talked about them. Talked about that. And there. This is what we're going to talk about next. Let's go to the chat here and see what people are saying in the chat. Chitty chat. Oh, nobody's talking in here. Oh, jeez.
Hello.
Got 21 people online. These AST satellites may not reach in buildings such as cabins. Yep, they're not actually made to do indoor coverage at all.
Hello, Sonny.
Dense woods. What?
Hello, Sonny.
Oh God. I think you should go to the toilet.
Satellite is not.
Oh no. Oh no. Michael says satellites for cell phones, if successful, will be good for our shortcomings in the U.S. between metro, urban, and rural cities. Yes. That's the whole idea. Yes, return on investment, because the United States, if we have more land than we have populate. AT&T will, because the first net contracts, so AT&T has to expand out to the more rural areas. Well, yeah, they're already supposed to. Yeah, they're being given money to expand to the rural areas, so that's true.
They can rule these nuts too.
Oh no! Oh boy, that's crazy. Just think, if this works with satellite to cell phones, you could get service in places like Sequoia National Park and Yosemite National Park and Arizona Desert. Yeah. Yeah, with Verizon, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Is somebody chasing you, Carlos? I think they're trying to pull you over. Oh. Carlos, look out. I think you got blue lights behind you. Uh-oh.
You're tripping, bro. Go ahead.
I'm tripping? As long as you got Wi-Fi calling, you're good. I've done calling over Wi-Fi on HughesNet before. Oh, how did you do that on HughesNet with a 2,000 ping? What you do is you say something and you wait like a couple seconds later, then the other person says something, then you wait a couple seconds later, then the other person says something. That's so annoying. Have you ever talked to somebody? And what I hate about the lag and the latency like that is because, all right, so when you're about to speak, the other person can't hear you. So you start speaking, right? And it takes a little bit of time for that to come across to your ear. And then you start speaking. So what happens is two people start speaking at the same time. And I don't know if you guys notice about that. When we're doing these live streams, that actually happens because there's latency on here, even on the live stream. So if you get 3 or 4 people on a live stream, we're all in different parts of the country. So if I start speaking, then Carlos might start speaking at the same time, and then next thing so we don't purposely do that. It's just the technology. But yeah, if we can get some real 5G here, maybe we ought to get our pings down, and then it'll be instantaneous. So basically, when you hear thunder here, you guys will hear instantaneous. It won't be like 3 seconds later. So like right now, you just probably heard that, right? Yeah, it just probably caught up to you. So,
Bro, I was literally in an area, bro, so remote that
yeah.
I mean AT&T worked a little bit, I guess.
A little bit.
They're roaming,
You mean they didn't turn you off at nighttime?
I mean Verizon worked, bro, but it was on 3G, but it worked. At least I
Oh heck, you can do a lot on 3G.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I was good, bro. I was like over 3 down. I was good.
Yeah, I mean the raccoons watch porn on 3G.
Bro, but the thing about it is I'm sick and tired. Everybody always talking about this 5G bullshit and everything, bro.
Yep.
They need to get that, and they need to shove it, bro. Because until we get the areas covered with just regular LTE coverage,
I know.
why are we turning off this legacy tech that actually can get us coverage?
That's right.
Not-
I
you're
think that
basically
shit should
going
stay on.
From something to nothing.
I agree.
Well, you can't. Let's put it this way: you can't have the 3G CDMA core and have a 5G standalone core. They won't work together. It's incompatible. But I agree with you guys. I agree with you, Los, that we need to have more towers out there. I think especially if we're gonna make this satellite shit work, we definitely need to add more towers out there because we can't. If they're gonna do this, you can't really be dependent on one or the other. You have to have both. Be dependable. So.
Mhm.
And that's the thing, bro. Like what they should have done is like what they're doing in Europe, bro. Like in the UK and in Germany and stuff, bro. They're not turning off 3G until they upgraded those towers to LTE at least. Then they shut off the 3G as they upgraded.
Mhm.
So, and that's what should have been done here, bro. Instead of just turning it off, saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna sunset it," because now we barely even finished LTE and we got to move on to 5G now.
Mhm.
It's just more tracking and surveillance, man. Especially with the satellites and shit.
I know, bro.
Oh yeah,
Trust
it's
me.
going to get bad, man.
America's more concerned about it than the Europeans. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I know.
I was actually looking at electric vehicles today, and I saw one. No, I was, and I'm like, you can actually get one. I was looking at. I had a company.
Go hybrid.
Well, I mean, there's this company called Faraday Future, and you can actually buy an electric vehicle for. They got 2 models, one for like $1,500 and then one for like $5,000. I'm like, wow, that's
Okay, so here's the thing: if everybody's bitching about $5, $6, $7 a gallon for gasoline, why would you get an electric car? Because by the time you charge the car at your house, it's going to be the equivalent of $10 a gallon gasoline to drive that electric car around.
Yeah. Do you see what Biden did today? He's gonna 36 states now are gonna require eventually EV vehicles. I'm sorry, no, it's 36 states. He's putting electric charging now for vehicles. So
yeah, well, I mean, that's crazy. So, I mean, who's going to pay for all this electricity? Who's going to pay for the power plants we built?
Right. Yeah, I know.
We don't have the grid to support it. So what's probably going to end up happening is fusion nuclear is going to start happening. Fusion nuclear portable power stations is going to start rolling around the country. That's what they're going to do. That's the only way we can do it.
Yeah.
Or make it mandatory that every house and business has to have solar panels on it. If you do that, we can handle it. But as far as power plants, we don't have enough to support all that stuff. So I posted the link in here. Josh found this, so we're going to give credit for Josh. He found this FAA site, and basically you can go look up this, and you can see. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, right here. You can look up a site. So I looked up this site right here, and look at this. So this is work in progress. This shows you when it's received. And this is for the study. And basically this tower site, this actually shows you all the frequencies that's on this tower site. So look, 6 gigahertz. That's wireless. That's wireless fiber is 6 gigahertz. Look, 10 gigahertz, same thing. And then you can see some 800 megahertz in here. Some of this is public safety. And this shows you the ERP is being transmitted. Now look here. Check this out. 1850 megahertz. What is that? 1850. Come on now. It's band 2. 1850 is band 2. Look how much power we put out. 1640 watts. ERP. Now this isn't the base wattage. This is taking the watts and put it into the gain of the antenna, and it multiplies it. So it's basically 1640 watts ERP. Now look at this. Look at this. What's 2305? 2.3 gigahertz. What band is that?
Band 30.
Band 30. Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner.
Which we need to make that.
Now look how much power this is. 2,000 watts ERP. They are beaming that shit out. That's why Band 30 works so well.
They need to make that, mobile to satellite communications for 5G. Like, damn it.
Mm-hmm. Now look down here. This is 3.7 gigahertz. What is that? That's N77. Look at this. Look how much power they're putting out on this. On one panel, it's 1,640 watts. The other panel, look at this. 3,280 watts.
Something doesn't seem
Isn't
right
that
about
crazy? That doesn't seem right? Well, we was thinking that it's possibly being beamed out over the ocean. That panel's pointed towards the ocean. So there's, if it's pointed towards Cuba, it's not going to interfere with nothing. So they can just blast that shit over the ocean because it's going into international waters anyways. But
a lot of the, how do you call it? A lot of those panels can only do up to 500 watts before you start.
Well, actually, the 6449 does 320 watts with 200 megahertz of bandwidth.
So the thing is, oh fuck, where's my?
Fudge?
That's what those numbers don't make sense.
So the thing is, you have to make sure that this is the first thing that's taught in RF. You have to make sure your antenna does not explode coming with too much RF power from your radio, because your antenna, that supports a certain amount of EIRP, right? So
right now, here's where the tower is located. This is what we're talking about. This is it. And you know where this tower is, right?
I can't even see that.
That's in Key Largo. It's this tower right here. Here, I'm going to show you this tower. Watch this. Okay, let's see. I'm going to show you the tower right here.
I don't even know why the carriers would trip to beam it out that hard, bro. I can see why they beam it out that hard. I have a theory why. Because in my country, in Guantanamo Bay, they have every carrier.
All right, here's the tower. Oh, stop. There's the tower right there.
You know that, Ricky, right?
What's that?
That in Guantanamo Bay, every carrier has native coverage there from the U.S.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they got towers with band 2s of the world and all that.
That's crazy.
Maybe that's what they're beaming with, bro. They overlap it with the other towers that are beaming from there, and it makes the whole ocean coverage for those 90 miles. Who knows?
From looking at it, they're beaming it, to cover all those freaking houses and all that fucking land out there. That's a pretty high tower, actually.
That's true.
Yeah.
Here's the tower right here. So I actually got a drone video up there, and there's the N77 at the top from Verizon right there. So So there's the tower, so you can see it. Now, I just shrunk this down. Come on now. What the hell? Are you fudging me? Are you fudging me?
It's true, Ricky. Or I mean, it's true, Lois. I'll even send you my.
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow, bro. So I could.
Yeah.
So there's where the location is. So this is all the stuff out there.
It's the only way to stay off the fucking Biden radar.
Yeah. So you can use this. I posted a link in the channel here, so you can like pull this up in your neck of the woods and look and see. This shows you what upgrades are coming. So I've actually found a few upgrades that's coming. That a few of the towers down here. I was wondering, it's like, okay, was this on the list for Verizon or AT&T to get N77? And last night we were like looking this up and everything on here. I was doing some research, and I found a whole bunch of sites in the Keys that's going to be on it. And also you can go back to, it's not just 2022. You can go back all the way to 2020 and search. See here, look, here's in 2020. So if I click on this one, you want to see where this? Oh, where's the map at?
Eric,
no map.
Did you see the private chat, bro?
No.
Hold on. I'm adding something else. Hold on.
It's all bad. That's why I've been kind of like staying low key. Man, that tells you right there. Don't talk about it out loud.
Okay. So, of course, I click on these. The map is not listed on here. Where's the map?
Hey, you know
this
what?
is like this is like an archive. So this is too old.
With the satellite, and because the 5G is going to be, AV, RV, and in cars, right? I just think that we're gonna have more satellite connectivity in cars for entertainment than we do now. Like, I just have this feeling like there's gonna be not just 5G, in vehicles, but there's gonna be more satellite connectivity because we want to be connected. It's not enough, and the reason why I say this is it's not enough just to have your phone connected in your pocket. You need to have your freaking car, looking up, watching movies, and making backdoor popcorn and everything, right? So,
well, you might as well have your nuts fucking connected too.
Oh,
that's right.
No.
See, Carlos knows where I'm going with this. Like, think about it. You can watch all you can watch your Pinocchio. You can watch your Pinocchio OnlyFans in the back seat off a satellite.
Oh no!
What?
He said the P word.
I had to say it. It's the truth. I want my satellite connection to Pinocchio OnlyFans account in my back seat of my Mustang, and driving around, jacking off, and yeah.
Oh, jeez, that's crazy.
I mean, who wouldn't want that, right?
That's nuts. Okay, why isn't this not working now? Oh, there we go. Okay, here's the other site. Okay, here, click on this. Here. This is the other site. Look here. All right, there's that one. And you know where that's at, right?
Bro.
Yeah.
Is that more of the Keys again?
Yeah.
I look at
that site right there. Is this one right here?
Everybody talking about
right here.
That connected electric car bull crap, bro.
That's that site right there.
At the end of the day, bro,
that's that tower.
We don't even have power.
So N77's coming on that.
We don't even have power that can handle our own infrastructure like AC,
right.
To even just turn on a lamp. Let alone we're going to be charging cars, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want to do nuclear in libtard California. They don't want to do no damn nuclear.
They don't even want to do the fusion.
They don't want to do nothing, bro. Those damn libtards over there, bro.
Well, and here's the.
They don't want to do no fusion.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're absolutely right, because here's the thing: with these 5G vehicles, are supposed to be able to communicate with each other, right, in an effective manner. So, like, how are they supposed to do all that shit? We don't even have power to, power anything correctly. It's just a fucking waste of time.
They're talking about all this future this, future that, future the power first, and then we can talk about everything else later.
Yeah.
Bro, we don't even have enough land. This is what people don't understand. They talk about all this solar panel, this and that, bro. We have so many solar farms here, dude, in just like Boulder City and all that, and so many miles and miles of it that only powers just a little fraction. And
well, that's because of the technology. When they built that technology, the efficiency of those solar panels were only like 17% when they installed them solar farms. Now the efficiency is up to 25%.
These are like last year.
So this is the 25% efficiency?
This is the new stuff. Yes, this is the new stuff, bro.
Oh, okay. Because that stuff just came out, so okay. But it's going to get even better. There's actually a new solar panel that they're working on right now. It's a THV is what it is. Thermal. It's a thermal solar panel. So basically it runs off of heat instead of
Ricky,
the typical.
What it comes down to the point is this, Ricky. We have to be realistic in life, bro. We can't be living in the la-la land that 46 wants us to live in, all right? So basically what it comes down to this, bro. In order to be able to do this properly, bro, we have to do the fusion. That's one. Because two, if we do solar panel, I don't care how good your solar panel technology is, all that vacant land that we have around the nation would all have to be covered in solar panels just to cover what we use in today's world of power. That's just for today's world of power.
Yeah, I thought about something kind of cool. What if it'd be possible in the future that satellites would power our homes and everything else via laser beams, infrared, like invisible laser beams somehow? That'd be kind of cool. Maybe.
Oh wow! Cambridge, Ohio has a site that's going to be getting. Wait a minute! There's no 3.7 on here.
In the check, I think when you change something in the check mark, something sunk in, bro. I don't know,
I'm
bro.
smoking the scallops, bro.
Oh snap!
You must be having scallop withdrawals, bro. Damn.
I am, dude. I'm going tomorrow, actually.
Oh jeez.
It's been a while. Let's put it that way.
I think Friday I'm having some swordfish.
Oh, I heard that's tough to eat. Is that?
No, are you kidding me? Swordfish is the best meat out there, man.
I heard it's really good. I never had it before.
It's the best. It's better than tuna.
Yeah.
Just imagine eating tuna, but it's better than tuna. It's less fishy, and it's just, oh my God, it's good. Come on, Caleb, you've never had swordfish?
No, I never have.
Oh my God, you don't know what you're missing.
Out, dude. You're missing
I am,
out,
dude. It's the best fish out there. There's no fish better than swordfish.
Bro, and whoever told you it's tough like that, bro,
they probably
cook it. Or
they probably really cooked you a skunk ache. They didn't give you a swordfish.
Swordfish melt in your mouth just like trout. Melt in your mouth, bro.
Yeah, melts in your mouth.
I've seen it delivered. I've seen people eat it, but I just never had it before. So I guess I should try, huh?
Yeah, you should try it. Okay. All right, since we have the Apple expert on the channel, we had a question earlier. We were talking about the Apple 14 here. So here, let's go to the Apple 14 and say, because they asked me, well, Ricky, should I buy an iPhone 14?
Hold on. Here, I got you, bro. Yeah, but I'm gonna have the satellite, and it's gonna tell me when I need emergency SOS. It's gonna be off the satellite, but little did I not think about that the battery's only 2900 to 4400 if you get the Pro or the Pro Max. So that means that you're only going to have about 15 minutes of battery before it dies. Yeah, I didn't think about that from a full battery to 0.
Oh,
get the heck out of here with that satellite crap, bro.
Yeah, this satellite is only so the way it works is the satellite is only an ePrib. EPRIB is an emergency locator beacon. So what that does is it uses the N50, N53, the 2 gigahertz, and it works as an EPRIB.
No, it's not going to use N53.
It's using
N53 is terrestrial.
It's using the L1, L3 satellites. L1, L3 GPS satellites.
Oh yeah, but the you're right. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking about the damn fucking Starlink again. Yeah, the L1, L3 for the EPRIB.
N53 is going to be used by Globalstar sat phones to connect to terrestrial networks when it loses the satellite.
Right. Yeah.
So I look at it like this, bro. Like, if you're getting it just because the satellite feature, save your money.
That's right.
Because honestly, it might help in that situation, but you better buy like some battery packs to go with it and bring with you, because you're gonna need at least a couple of 10,000 milliamp packs just to keep the beacon going, and enough for an hour or two when you're in that remote area for the damn EMS to find you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Carlos, if you crash, the iPhone can save your life.
I'm gonna test that actually, bro. I'm gonna buy a $500 meter. I have to test it, bro.
Well, I don't think you have to try very hard to test it. It seems like you're attracted to all the drunk drivers out there in the road.
Bro, but the thing is, I don't get paid fast enough, bro. So screw that, bro.
I know, that's crazy.
So next resort is I was thinking about buying like a $500 beater, bro, and then after that I can send it to Pinocchio.
I can't.
Yeah.
Well, you got the whip, bro.
Oh boy. So what if you're rocking with the iPhone 10? Do you think you should get the 14?
iPhone 10, yeah. That's pretty old,
all right.
bro.
So what if you have an
gotta agree
iPhone
with
11? Do you think you should get that 14?
Come on, Ricky. You should know the answer to that. Yes.
Well, you're our Apple expert. I'm asking you.
But that's the thing. You okay? Do you want to have an Intel modem? Answer that question to yourself. All right, then. You answer your own question. Of course.
Go away, Intel modem.
Upgrade. You know, but if you have a 12 or 13, you have a 12 or 13.
If you got the 13, yeah, give them another year, right?
Yeah. If you got the 12, even give it another year, honestly.
Yeah. Unless you got
honestly,
Skunk Mobile or you got AT&T, they're giving you $1,000 credit.
It doesn't matter, bro. Honestly, Ricky, it doesn't matter. Think about it. $1,000 credit over 36 months, bro. You're stuck. That means you're going to be
that's true.
skipping the next 3 generations of phones.
Yeah, I think that's a scam how they're doing that. That's crazy. I think you're better off to pay full cash for the phone and then trade it in the next year. At least you get your money back immediately.
What you do?
Yeah, that payment plan shit. That's crazy.
So the smart way to do this, Ricky, is like if you have the phone, what you do is you go to Apple Store and then or Best Buy and you do the trade in there because they give you instant value up to a certain amount. So like when I got my 13 last September, I did a couple at Best Buy and I traded iPhone 11s I had, and literally, bro, like the iPhone 11, they gave me $682 like up front, bro, like off the total. You know, and then I paid the rest.
Well, look at this. Apple don't even have a 1 terabyte option. What the hell?
No, that's the regular 14. They do on the Pro series. That's just the regular 14.
This is okay. This is the wrong one.
Yeah, the Pro series has all the.
Well, how do you go to that?
Go back.
What the?
Click where it says iPhone, like on the top.
Come on, Apple. Your website sucks. Look at this. Come on, Apple. Where's it at?
Go back to the top, Ricky, and then click where it says iPhone, and then it'll bring a drop down, and then put Pro, all the way on the top. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Okay, here you go.
Yep, your iPhone will always know where you're at.
Oh, yeah, this stupid thing here.
24/7.
This thing about where the punch hole is and having a little oval thingy up here, I think that's like the ugliest. I think the camera bump is the stupidest, hideous looking thing. It just looks like you got monkeypox on your back of your iPhone.
It's like genital warts.
Bro, it's not.
Oh shit!
Well, you're putting a case on your phone. You're putting a case on your phone, so the bump don't even with the case itself.
Oh.
So it don't even matter. Just like when the Galaxy had the bump, and they put the case that was flush.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, but that's just hideous.
Bro. Everybody has a case on their phone, bro. Just like when they say, "Oh, I want this color, I want that color." Like, bro, who cares?
Well, I have the clear case on mine.
You're gonna have it in a case anyway. Well, yeah,
I have
you got a clear case, but 9 times out of 10. Bro, like, people are just going to...
If I'm buying a sky blue freaking phone, I'm not getting a case that's going to cover that up with, like, black or whatever color I didn't want. So, I mean... Yeah, this case is actually good. This is the best case they got for the Samsung. I mean, this thing is amazing. And it really protects the edge screen, too. So, if you do drop it on the corner, that rubber will help protect that screen. So, of course, if you drop it bad enough, or face palm it, you're screwed,
I mean, it's not a bad phone. It's not the what do they call the island? Whatever the fuck they call it, island something. Like, it's not. It's really not that bad. It's useful, bro. If you're forced to have some sort of dot or whatever.
Well, I do have to say that having the punch hole just for the camera does make it kind of look hideous. But the way they did this as an oval to include it is not so bad. But I don't know. I don't like it at all. I like the way the Samsung's done.
Well, because remember, they're using biometric Face ID. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, the Galaxy is not a Face ID, bro. When you use their Face ID...
I don't even use Face ID on mine.
Well, I'm just throwing examples out there. So, like, when you use yours, try it.
I don't even like using it.
Like, just try it. Set it up on your phone, and then take a picture of yourself, bro, on another camera or something, or you got a picture of yourself, face it on there, it'll unlock your phone. But the Face ID does.
I did use the S21 Ultra, the face unlock on it, and it worked okay. But I never even set it up on my 22.
But
I used the thumbprint instead.
But a picture can unlock it. That's basically what it comes down to, because it's not secure like the iPhone where it has the LiDAR.
Whoa, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, so that's what makes it.
Well, the thumbprint or the face is not secure at all, because if you're unconscious, they can unlock your phone.
Exactly.
Yeah,
all you gotta do is put your thumb on.
No, not on your phone. Not on an iPhone. No,
why?
Because your eyes have to be open and facing the thing. Even if you force somebody's eyes.
Well, they
open,
can use your thumbprint.
Not on an iPhone. We don't have thumbprint.
No.
Dude, so freaking pissed, man. Apple never paid me for my security exploits. Now they came with a new iOS version, bastards.
That's crazy.
They fucking suck, man. So I hate Apple right now. They give me security incident and they don't pay me for it. Fuck you.
Oh, that's crazy. Man, they ripped
Apple.
you off.
They didn't do anything. That's what pissed me off.
But yeah, that's the thing though, Ricky. That's the only good thing I could say about the Face ID through Apple is that, like, let's say you were unconscious, bro, and I held your eyes open to try to, unlock it. Let's say I held your eyes open, your eyelids, I forced them open, and then somebody was holding the phone. You can't unlock it because it knows that it's your eyes. Like it goes by the pupil, the dilation of your pupil, and all.
Right, biometrics, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So if you're having a medical emergency, you can't open up your phone to call 911 because your pupils are blown because you're having a medical emergency.
No, what you do is you hold the power button for 3 seconds and it'll dial 911 automatically, even if your phone's locked.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Well, what do you do to get the skunk apes to be taken away from you?
You hold down the power button for 10 seconds.
No. What you gotta do is go down to the Trenton, and then you just grab the Pinocchio nose. He can snap away from you.
Oh crap! All right, where are we at here in the chat? Oh my god, I've ignored you guys in the chat. It's crazy. Let's see, where was we? Okay, so I know we did this. Antimatter reactors would help. Okay.
Oh, that's
Hello, Robert. Hello, how you doing tonight? Ricky, you got fan noise or something in the back? Yeah, I just shut off. Yeah, this whole time my laptop was on. That was my fan on my laptop I had on.
so.
Because the laptop's kind of old, so I'm keeping it
Hey
cool.
Ricky, so how they're addressing about the nuclear stuff. So look, so what a lot of you guys don't know, and I'm telling you this because like I was in the service and I was overseas a lot in the cruise ships, and
Yeah.
what we would do is we would have a mission, and what we would do is get all the spent nuclear reactors, and we would dump them right next to Guam, like 30 miles southwest of Guam, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So right now you're dumping that in the ocean and polluting the earth even more. So why don't we take those spent reactors and recycle them and actually use them in a nuclear power plant? And at the end, we're fully using the whole the spent rod and everything. We're using it all to the end to where all it is, it's a recyclable glass, and that's it. We're actually by having a nuclear plant, it would actually be giving Mother Earth a break from all the damn crap we dumped in the Pacific Ocean, because you have to keep those reactors cool. If you don't keep them cool, like at least 40 degrees or lower, they'll blow up and cause a big ass explosion.
That's what happened in Fukushima. Yep. Well, that's why that once this fusion technology is the green light. Right now, they're still testing it, but once it's green and they fully tested it and it's good to go, then I think that fission nuclear should be banned immediately, and an effort should be set to shut it down. That's what I think.
But that's what it comes down to, bro. Like right now, we could be actually saving a lot. Look at all our fish that are getting poisoned by nuclear by waste
Fukushima
and mercury and all that stuff because of us dumping all the stuff in the Pacific Ocean.
Yep. The fission should be deleted as soon as possible.
Why you think in the 1940s we gave Guam like their people, basically they're considered as citizens, even though it's just a territory of the United States, like how Puerto Rico is. The reason why is because we're dumping all that crap, in their neck of the woods, bro. And their people were actually starting to develop cancers and stuff from eating the fish.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I got an energy source for you. Check the private chat.
Oh no. Oh God.
Oh snaps.
Yeah, snaps is right.
That's my energy source.
Now I know why it's in the private chat.
Yeah.
Mike says when it's too hot, we get short on power supply, so we have to keep power plants that runs on fossil fuels sitting on emergency standby. Yeah.
But we don't have. But if we had the nuclear, we don't have to have fossil ones, because the nuclear ones, when it's actually, you guys got to do a little bit of research.
You're talking about fusion, or you're talking about fission?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
When you say nuclear, you got to specify which one.
The fusion. Or fission, which one's the one that's right now? Fusion, right?
Fission is the old technology. Fusion is the new.
Well, all I know is that when you're making the power, when it's producing the power, at the end, what it's throwing out through the top is just like hydrogen-based like molecules. So basically, it's just like you taking going in the shower, bro, turning the water hot as hell, and you just get the steam vapor, bro, off the water from the hot water. That's basically what it is. That's being produced out at the end of the day. So it's not
okay. So what's coming out of where now?
From making electricity from the nuclear plant.
The fission or the fusion?
Bro, with these nuts, bro, that one.
The old one, the fission.
The fusion.
The steam coming out of the water cooler towers doesn't have any don't have any radiation in it. Basically, what it does is it cools the water. The water cools the rods, and so the steam comes off and cools the water off. That's for the fission, but the fusion doesn't have to use that because it doesn't generate heat. Heat is the byproduct.
Look, I just want to point out that my energy source is biodegradable and sustainable. Okay, so fuck all you.
Oh no.
Yeah, can I get on a 2 entree on a plate?
Okay, so it's called Nuclear Fusion 3.0. That's the standard they're testing right now. And it is coming. Yeah.
Oh,
Are you ordering food?
what up?
You ordering food?
Yeah, bro, Panda.
Ooh, panda. That sounds good. I want some hot, spicy Thai food. That's what I want.
Oh, that sounds good, actually.
I want that place that we went to that time. Man, that shit was good. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. All right, boss. Nintendo. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. It's Anthony. What's up, man?
Thank you so much.
You forgot to Pinocchio. You got to acknowledge him too, because he's a narcissistic psychopath. So he needs to be Pinocchio. He has to be acknowledged too. So you can't say "What's up, man." You say "What's up, man" in Pinocchio.
Oh, snap.
Because you know he's watching. Because he loves watching real content. Here's the thing about Pinocchio. You know, Pinocchio says the same thing over again. He says the same lie. The next day, same lie. The next day, same lie. Next day, it's like an old broken record.
Broken record, yo.
Broken record.
Man.
That's right.
I thought they didn't give me a fork, bro, for a second. I was like, oh man.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys where I'm at right now. I'm not at home right now. I'm at the nursing home.
Where you at today?
Where am I at? This is where I'm at. I'm right here.
You're outside.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Looks like it.
Oh, you're outside. Oh, you're doing a live stream at the corner of the Metro PCS store. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm in Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
See, I'm right here at Anderson, right here at the Metro store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. Nice.
Yeah, I saw somebody ride his bike by. I thought it was Pinocchio. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, I think Pinocchio just rode by. He was screaming at somebody on the phone. I don't know what he was saying. He was saying something about the monkeypox test result was like not believable or something like that. I don't know what he was talking about.
Oh, wow. Bro, I love soy sauce, bro, but I know this is not good for you.
No, it's got a lot of salt, sodium in it. So, but if you don't,
No.
if you're sodium free on just about everything, just a little boost of that won't hurt you.
No, it's not that, bro. You don't know what soy does.
Well, yeah, soy's not good for your body, anyways. Yeah, but,
I know what it
and
is.
small.
Yeah,
I know what it does.
No. It does this, bro. It makes a man turn from testosterone to estrogen.
What?
You know that, right? Look it up. Look it up.
Oh shit!
You didn't know that?
No.
It's because of the soy, the actual soy.
It's
So soy's bad.
Well, it's basically like it's like a lot of vegan people do like a lot of soy-based shit, right? So and they just they turn into fucking. They go to fucking Australia and they turn into fucking bike riding bastards who complain about the
Why you think they're hormonal?
Right.
Oh crap!
I can't believe you didn't know that, Ricky. Holy crap.
So what do you think about these specs on the iPhone 14? What do you think?
I mean, the specs are good, bro.
At least it's got Bluetooth 5.3. It's got the new technology. This is the first time I've ever seen Apple actually launch a new technology in a phone. I mean, look, Bluetooth 5.3 just came out this year, and now look, it's in the Apple phone. So I do have to say, Apple is finally launching more current hardware in their shit. So I don't know. Maybe next year's phone will be like full out like competition against Samsung, maybe. But look at these specs. It's crazy. Look at this. Got 4K. Oh, wait a minute. Don't. Oh, yeah. Okay. It has HDR recording, Dolby Vision up to 4K 60. Okay, so it does have 4K 60. Okay, that's good. It's got 3 times optical zoom, which is pretty good for the camera. That's a nice new upgrade.
I mean, bro,
Face ID.
like basically what we said, bro. Like,
And then here's all the bands.
12,
So, and we already know with that modified modem, it's got that transceiver and special antenna module. So it has particularly every band in the damn world in here. I mean, look at this. It's crazy. It's got 4x4 MIMO. Huh?
it has 4x4. It has the 4x4 MIMO for the millimeter wave, which is nice.
I said it doesn't have N13.
Well, there is no such thing.
There should be.
There ain't no such thing. Verizon's not dumb. No, Verizon ain't doing band 13.
They're going to have to freaking eventually put it over on 5G.
They're going to leave it as an LTE band. No, they don't need it.
I doubt it.
No, they don't need it. They're actually going to do band 2, N2 and N66 and N5. Well, they've already deployed N5 half the damn country, the fake 5G shit. So N2, N5, and N66 is what they're deploying as a standalone for the low band and old mid band.
Oh, I like how Anthony addressed that. What's up, men and child? Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
He's amazing. Yeah, he's awesome, bro. Hell yeah.
Uh-oh. We got a weasel sighting.
Yo.
What's up?
You guys hear me good?
You see where I'm broadcasting from?
Oh, look at that.
I'm in Trenton, New Jersey.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm on vacation. Yeah.
Bro, freaking dude, Death Valley's sinking, bro. I think finally
Michael says iPhone can kiss my A, forcing eSIM on the U.S. market. Oh yeah, we forgot about that.
No.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh no.
Oh, I hear more thunder. Or did somebody fart?
But
Location, video calling, audio calling. Did you guys hear about the new Google app? It's called Clear Calling, that you can enable on your phone, and it takes out it does noise canceling for the current microphones in your phone.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
I mean, the noise canceling is already pretty good, no?
Yeah, it's not bad. Well, yeah, and then the X65 modem actually came out with some noise canceling features, but that has to be enabled on the carrier side and the phone side. So just having the phone.
What's really been interesting to me in noise reduction is how you could be on a speakerphone call, but literally playing a video on your phone and the person on the other end wouldn't hear a single thing.
Yep, that's true. You can actually do that on X65 right now.
I can do it on. I've been able to do it on my last 2 or 3 Samsungs pretty well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think what it does is it literally. I mean, since it knows, what the speaker's playing, and so it's able to automatically apply that in software.
And it uses AI. Yeah.
Yep.
It's Carlos's favorite thing is AI.
Yep. By the way, how do I sound right now?
You sound choppy. You must be on T-Mobile.
No, I'm actually not. TDS right now. TDS cables. Crap it.
Oh.
Hey,
let me switch to my fiber because it just auto joined the cable when I got home.
I'm real. I'm a real boy.
Oh, you are. Oh, not nice. Okay. I'm glad for you. All right, so there's the iPhone 14. So hopefully that answers your question. So if you got any more, just put in the chat if you got any more questions about this iPhone rotten apple stuff.
Shut up, Ricky. You're gonna have one.
How's that? Is that any better? Check 1, 2.
Yeah, that's better. I think. Check 1, 2.
Check.
Check. Chickadee check.
Well, fiber is better than coax.
Yeah. That's right.
Even when it's over the air about 1.5 miles.
Uh-huh. All right, Carlos, we did talk about these other two companies. Sally, we talked about Link, and we talked about the other one too. Where's the other one at? Oh, Legato. But Legato doesn't do satellite to phones.
Bro, that's the one I showed you the other day.
Yeah, it does satellite to IoT and other devices, but it doesn't do it to the phone. But still, it's a satellite provider for like 5G Internet of Things and stuff. So now, whether they're going to like incorporate other shit to it, I don't know.
What does mobile satellite services, bro?
Yeah, you buy their equipment and you use their equipment for IoT or whatever. They're just like Global Star and all the others.
Well, I need me an Iridium phone.
But we did find Link.
So-
we find
so
Link.
just-
Link is actually going to do satellite to phone calls or satellite to phone technology. So there.
What's up?
So
with the satellite phone?
just letting you guys know. Again, I want to be correct on this. The Oppo X5 Pro does N13, and yes, there will be N13. So there.
No, there will not be N13.
I know how this shit works. Yes, there
Verizon
will
is
be.
not dumb. We're not talking about the
There will be
Skunkery network.
N13. Just
No.
the Oppo X5 already has it. Oppo X5 Pro. Look it up. Go look it up. Or don't freaking believe me.
Bro, they're
I don't have no faith in a Chinese phone that's putting in frequency bands that's not even being
Dude,
in
I
use.
can tell you why they're going to do it. It's because they need
Okay,
to.
tell us why they're going to do it.
They need to roam and interoperate with the AT&T's newly released N14. Okay, that's how that works. That's exactly why they're going to do it.
Band 14 is going to turn to N next year.
Yeah, so that's why Verizon has to freaking do it. That's why,
Yeah, so
they can't just leave it on. They can't just leave it
But
on.
they're going to do. But
N13.
Verizon's going to do N2 and N5 and N66.
Yes,
They're going to leave. They're going to leave 13 as LTE.
They'll
No, they
DSS
won't.
it.
No, they
They're going to
won't.
leave all the LTE phones on band 13.
Ricky, mark my words, buddy. There will be N13.
All right. So if I win, we get a scallop dinner.
And if I win, you go me scallop dinner, which I'm already going to prove that to you. It's probably gonna
swordfish
come out
dinner.
next year. Swordfish dinner.
Swordfish dinner. All right. Place your bets. There you go.
This
Let's see,
Oppo phone
Michael says,
does actually support, N12 and 13 and 18. But what's
Yeah.
interesting is it has more NR band support for standalone than non-standalone.
That's right. Think about it.
There's
Think about it,
no
Ricky.
N2 for non-standalone. For example.
Another reason besides the interoperability with the N14 for AT&T, they have to get the N13 on the standalone core. The reason why they have to do that is for low band calling between sites. You can't just put half the bands on a standalone core and just leave it on LTE. That's not going to work. That's not going to work, man. So, because when you're going from a Volnar to a Volticall, that's going to work initially, but over the long term, it ain't going to work for shit. So that's why they're going to do it in N13, buddy.
okay.
Just wait. Trust your
All
ARP
right.
engineer, man.
Pinocchio came up short. Uh-oh. What will enable 2 sets of headphones to connect to my S22 Ultra? Yeah, there's a feature you could do that with. I've never did it before, but yeah, it can do it.
I believe all you have to actually do is actually pair a second Bluetooth device. And if
Well,
you
that's
pull down-
multi-point pairing, but
if
there's
you
a
pull down your
special feature.
notification- So if you pull down your notification bar once you paired the two, you can go to media output and select which headset you want. If you want the same source on both headsets, or I believe then you can go into separate app sound, and then you can choose which app you want to go to specifically. And that's something cool that I love Samsung does, because you can have music playing, let's say music playing on your car Bluetooth stereo, or someone else's car stereo that you're in. And then on your phone, you're browsing YouTube, listening through your phone speakers.
Or you get a phone call, but you don't want it on your friend's Bluetooth speakers on his car.
Exactly.
Hear the conversation, so you keep your conversation private.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Pinocchio wants to be a real boy. I guess he does not have one, or is too small to be seen by the naked eye. Better get it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Uh-oh, there he is. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. What up, fraudster? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look out. All right, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Do we have a poll up? I think I got a poll here. Let me close this poll up. Here, vote on this poll before we close it out. 21 votes. There's still 25 people in here. With this new SAT tech coming to cell phones, do you think they will get bigger? Yes or no?
They would have to.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you're gonna need battery.
It just depends. It just depends on how efficient you. Now, here's the thing. It depends on what you're doing. If you're just doing text messages, then just texting back and forth to satellite is easy, because it may take 20 attempts to send the signal up before the satellite hears, and then the satellite can send 20 attempts down to the phone before it can hear it.
It's not going to be. Yeah, it's not going to use the battery.
If you want to have a live phone call, you have to have a continuous connection between both. And in order to do that, then you have to make sure that both receivers and antennas have to be maxed out so that you can hear.
The text will still suck up the power, bro. And another thing that's going to suck up the power too is going to be the beacon for the GPS for location. If you
Wait, what do you mean the power?
It'll suck the battery out.
How's it going to suck the battery? It's using okay. So if it's using band 2 to talk to a terrestrial tower at 0.25 watts, if it connects to the satellite using 0.25 watts, it's using the same amount of power. The only power usage increase is going to happen is because it has to try to send it 20 times versus one time. But 20 bursts of a quarter of a watt is not much more than one burst of a quarter of a watt. So it's not going to use more battery power. I mean, it will, but it's just a little tiny fraction. It's not like it's going to drain your phone into depletion.
Bro,
because
there's a reason why. Ricky, there's a reason why satellite phones are 7,500 to 8,500 milliamp batteries,
we're not talking about satellite phones. We're talking about a cell phone communicating to the satellite.
Yeah,
it's two different things.
It's almost the same thing, bro.
No, it's different. The satellite phone puts out more power.
Okay, so
a satellite phone puts out a full watt with that high gain antenna, so it's going to use more power.
It's going to work like this. It's not going to use as much power as what you think, Louis, because the reason why that is because all your emissions from your phone have to be about a quarter of a watt, maybe 1 watt. But it's going to.
Well, on the phone, it has to stay at a quarter watt.
Yeah,
it can't go above that because
it's only going to go. It's only going to use the amount of battery power, the time it takes to use the amount of text messaging that you need to send, right? So basically, it's going to go from an ePrib, N53 to the L1, L3 satellites and back down, right? So
N53. N53 is going to be used. N53 is terrestrial.
I know that, but it's 2 gigahertz. What do you think your ePrib runs on? Same frequency, right? So, basically, that's your ePrib satellite. So that's how it has to connect to the ground stations as well, right? So basically, it's just going to use the same amount of battery power. It's going to be probably a little bit more, but it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be battery draining.
Hold on. Just look at the price tag real quick.
You're funny, Anthony.
No.
Oh, look, we got Caesar the Mall Cop here. Hello, how you doing?
I mean, I think it's more going to be used for calling would eat up the battery more than a text.
Yeah. I think one kind of solution is going to be like, did we lose somebody? Somebody keeps popping in and out.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not worried about the battery. I'm really not.
I ain't worried about the battery.
If you don't have enough battery power to even send a text message because your battery's too low, then that's your own fault.
One thing that I can see that this probably could happen sooner until the technology gets better to put the satellite connection in the phone is having an external box. You have like it's like almost like a battery, like a battery pack that has the built-in antenna in it, and you just set the battery pack, and it has the antenna on it, and it uses
like
Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct.
Like
so your phone connects using Wi-Fi direct to that device, and then that device with its own external battery pack has an antenna up, phased array antenna that's the size of your hand, and it points up to the sky, and and it connects that way. But you're not going to be able to put a phased array in the phone unless you get rid of wireless charging. Now, you can do that. You can get rid of that wireless charging out of the back. You could put a phased array round antenna in the back of your phone.
So basically, here's another reason why it's not going to eat up that much battery. If you look at what EPRIB does, which is emergency position indicating radio beacon, it runs about these ones that you can put in boats and stuff like that. It runs about 406 megahertz. They have a 5-watt one and they have a 1/4 watt one, right? So basically, what these systems do is it alerts boaters. Okay, if you're out in emergency situations, it's the same exact thing what your iPhone is doing, except it's except it's your iPhone is going to use a different frequency.
Check the private chat.
Oops. Yeah, I heard something along those lines. Yeah, it will.
It turns up, bro, to 1. It turns up to 1.
It will turn up to 1 watt. Yes. But again, it's the amount of
in your
time
phone?
that you. Correct. Yeah.
Read the private. Read the private chat. Read the private chat, bro.
I did. I don't see anything in there.
It's the amount. It's to me. It's the amount of times that you need to use the service is what's going to drain your.
But you
batteries.
can't put 1 watt transmit power into a cell phone. It won't pass the SAR. FCC will never approve it.
That's not.
That's what you need. That's what you need to.
You can't go past 1.6 watts per kilogram. And if you put 1 watt from your phone,
you need to.
You could put it in there, but you're not allowed to put it near your head or your body. You would have to keep it like 10, 15 inches from your body.
Yeah.
And how are you going to talk on it?
Bro, that's why I wanted to see what I put in the private chat. That'll answer all your questions.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. So basically, Ricky, your cell phone.
It's kind of like what I just said too. Yeah, you have
the maximal exposed lever is 1 watt, right? So your car phone. Back in the day, they can do. Back in the day, they did 3 watts, right? So.
Well, yeah. That's because it's using the external antenna on your roof.
So basically,
but your phone can do 1.6 watts per kilogram.
Your phone can power up to 1 watt and actually still have it be legally within spec.
No.
Yeah.
Not on a phone.
It's not just it's.
There's a
two
reason
different-
why
that's
it's
two
a quarter of a
different-
watt on the phone
Okay, I
because
know
it
that,
can't
but
pass
that's-
1.6. Yeah.
That's two different. We're talking about two different standards here. One is near your ear, at a quarter of a watt, and one is like arm's length away from you. Right? That's different. That's why you can do 1 watt on a phone.
Yeah, but most people don't use Bluetooth headsets or speaker phones. And most people hold the phone to the ear, so they can't. So the FCC cannot count on people to not put the phone to their ear with a 1 watt. So they have to anticipate that everybody's going to do it. So that's why it's limited to 1.6.
Go in the chat again. Go in the chat again.
So let me read some here. Basically, it's 1.75 to 1 watt. According to FCC, it's 1.6 per kilogram. Yes, but it's considered basically it's the amount of body tissue, right? That's the whole key.
Yeah,
here.
that's where you get your watts per kilogram.
So basically, they're allowing. What I'm trying to say is that they're allowing the 1 watt as long as you hold it away from your ear. That's my point.
But what if you have it in your pocket?
That's
Now-
still
now
away from
you're-
your.
now-
That's still away from your ear.
Well, no, it's still but your body. The 1.6 SAR is certified for your body. Any
Well,
body
yeah,
parts.
I just they're rewriting the language for that. So
Oh, great.
yeah,
Leave it to the FCC to F everything up.
yeah. I could send
Not
you.
surprised.
I can actually send you the link for that. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Let's build satellite receiver transmitter ET phone home. Yeah. Just think, if we can do that with satellite, Pinocchio could ride a bicycle across the moon.
Yeah. Here. So yeah, if you kind of.
All
There we go.
right. There's the comment of the night right there. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Pinocchio, phone home. Your boyfriend in Texas is looking for you.
So yeah, you can pull that up there in the private chat if you want the link I sent. So yeah,
All
it's
right.
it just depends on where you're using your phone. This new tattoo hurts.
The physics.
The physics.
Power of a cell phone transmitter. Standardized results. Let's see. Mountain common one.
Yeah, and then third paragraph there. So we'll go up to 1 watt.
The total power emitted from the cell phone itself ranges from 3/4 of a watt to 1 watt. What? This is acceptably safe amount of power for cell phones since they're cut off. Specific absorption rate is only 1.6 watts per kilogram. As a result, the power radiated from the cell phone is considered as non-ionizing.
Yeah, no, it used to be a quarter of a watt. It used to be a quarter of a watt, but it's actually increased to 3/4 to 1 watt.
Well, we're talking about it's 0.25 watts. Now, when you use the antenna module, then you get gain. So what you're seeing up here is the 0.75 to 1 watt. That's ERP. That's different. That's that quarter of a watt to 1 watt is ERP. So the 1.6 rating is for like a 0.25 watt. So you're right. That's exactly right. With the antenna module, with the gain you get, like 2x2 or 4x4 MIMO, the gain you get, the multiplication factor. Yeah, that's exactly what this is saying. Yeah. Yeah, so you guys were talking in ERP. I was talking in raw rods. That's why there's the difference. That's exactly what it was.
I think there's going to be, to be honest,
But there's no way that you can do 3 watts ERP from a phone. It won't pass the 1.6.
Yeah, like I
definitely
said, unless the FCC changes the rules.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, I'm not going to. I was getting ready to say something bad. I'm not going to say something bad. No. Because YouTube will get me. I can't say what I want to say because YouTube will get me. I don't want my stream taken down. So, I'm not going to say nothing. I got to be careful. I think eventually sat internet will substitute sat television. I don't know. We're probably a lot of years away from that. Man, I'm jealous. I wish I had an RF engineer friend in real life.
I'll be your friend. $10 a minute.
Yeah, well, you know, Pinocchio, he's an RF engineer too.
He is? Really?
Yeah,
Well,
he
shit.
sure is. Yeah. Well, there, he could be your friend. There you go, Anthony. Now you have a new friend.
Oh, don't do that to him. Don't do that. Don't do that to him. That's mean.
That is mean, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'm a real boy.
When will this stream be available on replay, Ricky? I'm cheap. I'm not a member. Yeah, I won't restrict it. Yeah, you can watch it. I was just trying to get my memberships up. That's all, you know. I was trying to give somebody a benefit for them, you know.
Hold on. Does this mean I'm coming?
Oh, That's crazy.
That's gonna be the
Manny
satellite,
says, I
bro.
mean, huge world events like FIFA, World Cup, and Olympics are distributed via fiber instead of SAT TV. Yeah.
ET phone home.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. All right, so do we have any other questions? Did I do the poll? Okay, poll. Let's see. 26 votes. You got 30 seconds to vote. Hurry up and vote. With this new SAT tech coming to cell phones, do you think they will get bigger? Do you think the cell phones are going to get bigger? Right now we got what? 6.7 inch screen? Do you think we'll see 7 inch screen, 7.5 inch screen with the new satellite antennas in it? What do you guys think?
It'll be like that Galaxy megaphone again.
Yeah, the megaphone. Yeah. 26 votes. So did everybody vote? There's 22 in here, 26 votes. There we go. 10, 9. All right, let's close this poll out. Let's see what you guys said here. 69% of you said yes. 30% says no. Wow, interesting. Wow. That's crazy. Just think, when cell carriers increase power for the cellular satellites, the FFA, the Future Farmers of America, will have another reason to make a of themselves. Oh, so you were talking about the federal assholes administrations? Is that what you... Oh, yeah, okay. How's your poll? Well, there's your poll. Okay. Thanks, buddy. You can always do special interviews of your RF engineer friend and put those as members content. Ooh, that's a good idea, huh? Yeah. 10-inch screen. There we go. That sucker won't even fit in your pocket. Is Zero Cool going to do a YouTube channel or Twitter so we can be real internet friends? Ricky, let me join in the live and talk about my new sneakers. No, we don't care about your new sneakers. Uh-oh, Pinocchio. Uh-oh. All right, so that wraps up this episode. All right, another successful live stream. Oh, I have to edit this now. Let's see. Here, let me edit this while I'm in here now. Let's see. Who was our latest member? You guys remember?
No.
You forgot. How could you forget?
Yeah, that's Kazi. Remember?
Kazi! Yeah, I just went back in the chat. Yeah, okay. There we go. So we got... Oh, shit. It got out of there. There we go. There we go. He's on the list now. Thank you, channel members, for your support. Jason D, Baby Yoda, Carlos, and Kazi. Yay! And then, of course, all of the donators so far. Steven Smith, Alternate Reality, Pinocchio, Pete Fox, MS, Jose, Chanel 808 Life, and Jason D, Kazi, and Zero Cool with donations. And remember, we got several different ways you can donate. That's right. You got PayPal link. Then you got Buy Me a Coffee link. And then you got Zelle. That's right. You can send me money with Zelle. You just use my channel email. There you go. Let's see. Ricky and Friends should be the name of your podcast? Ricky and Friends? I don't have any friends. Federal agency in charge of airplanes and airports. FAA. You put FFA, Federal Future Farmers of America. Perfect nursing home group name. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of nursing home, here, let me do this. Let me fix this. Okay. All right. Yeah, here's where I really am right now. There you go. How's that? There you go. Look, I'm back in my room. Yeah, I'm back in my room. That's pretty awesome, eh? Yeah. I'm back. I went from Jersey to my room like so fast. Record time. Yep. Oh no. Who's there? Oh, hi, nurse. Oh, that's a nice big sponge you got in your hand. Oh, is it time for my sponge bath? Really? All right, well, I'm still on my live stream. Make sure you come back a little bit later because I'm still on live stream. Give me a little bit of time. Yep. Yeah. Oh, okay. Shoot. She winked at me.
That's like the creepiest fucking nerves.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God, it's so much fun. All right, peace out, whatever that means. Peace out. Do you take EBT? Yeah, I take EBT. Yeah. Electronic bonehead transparency. Whatever that stands for. Stay away from T-Mobile rabies shots. Yeah. No more shots. Oh, we got to do the hashtags, too. Make sure the nurse is there. Yep, she was here. Oh, she had this big sponge in her hand. Ooh. Yeah. Ricky and Friends are still rolling. Yep, we're still rolling. But it's a 3-hour live stream. I know everybody's probably sleepy and tired. It's time to go to sleep and all that good stuff. So, yep. Uh-oh, look out. Pinocchio almost got hit by a car. Oh, shit. That's crazy. Time for one of those messages that you're not allowed to talk about. Oh, no. Yeah, Okie dokie. So thank you for tuning in for the weekly live stream. We'll do another live stream. Oh, yeah. You guys want to do a podcast on Saturday night about midnight or so? Mm-hmm. Saturday night podcast?
I'll take a rain check, man. Maybe.
Oh, you'll take a rain check?
I'll be in Reno. I'm gonna be pretty damn busy. So.
Oh, you're gonna be busy.
I'm going back. I'm going to start going back to making dough on Friday, so I'm probably not even going to be making videos as much anymore for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, because I got to start.
So should we do? So should I do a podcast on Friday? Is that a better night?
Oh,
Bro, Sunday
I
would be better if you're trying to do one, but.
Oh, we could do it on Sunday night. What do you guys think? What about Sunday night for podcast? Now I get done. When I'm at work, I get done with, once everybody leaves the property, I can do it. So it's after 11 o'clock. So probably like midnight. So like a midnight podcast.
And Sunday will be better.
Sunday night
Yeah.
podcast at midnight. Okay. All right, I'll schedule it up there. So, because everybody was really they like the podcast, so they want me to do a live stream and a podcast every week. So, hey, we can do that. No problem. We give the people what they want, right?
It gets the people going.
Get the people what they want. Yeah. There you go. Look at them teeth. Ooh. Yeah. Give them what they want. Give them what they want. All right. Here we go. Cock-a-doodle-doo. All right. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Let's see what the last comments is here. We got time for one of those massages that you're not allowed. Oh, yeah. Good night, gents and childs and skunks and raccoons and Carlos, you'll be missed, my guy. Don't work too hard, bro. Skunk ape cometh. Yeah, for sure. Okay, everybody. That's it. That wraps up this week's live stream. So enjoy the drone video. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Peace. Bye.
I'm a real boy.